baby, we started a few minutes early tonight because I got to get through the intro. Because when I tell you that squad is on deck, you will quickly realize what I mean in a matter of moments. Because squad is on deck tonight, baby. Because tonight is not just any typical Friday night vibe. Oh, no. Tonight is a celebration. Tonight is a Vyyyper birthday party. Yes. And you know how we normally do things on these birthday streams. Squad on deck. But before we get to that, we got to get to the intro. So let me go ahead and do what I do. Hopefully those that are not here yet, they'll go back, watch the replay. If they want the intro, all that good stuff, let's go to work. Current time, 5:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. Yes. So, for those of y'all who come into the live stream now and you are not familiar with my procedures, you might want to turn your volume down in a moment here when I tell you to. For those of y'all who are used to my shenanigans, y'all know what's coming. You know what to do. Prepare how you see fit. But for my new people, or for those of y'all who somehow catch the replay of this live stream, this is the part where you're going to want to turn your volume down. Because if you don't turn your volume down, I will not be held liable for what your neighbors think about you listening to some loud dude on YouTube. That's on you, not on me. That's on you, not on me. Now, that we got the disclaimer out of the way, let me hurry up and go ahead and get into the introduction before the people come and think something wrong with me. I don't really care. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's go to work. Woo! This is your last warning to turn your volume down. This is your last warning, people. This is your last warning. I warned y'all. I warned you. Oh, yeah. Right, Hefe. Tell him, baby. Tell him, Hefe. Tell him. Woo! What's up, people? This your boy Vyyyper, the man about tech, and we are live! Welcome to Friday Night Fight, baby! Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah! It is that day again! We are back! We are live on YouTube! Woo! Yeah, baby! Your boy has the juice. But before I get started with tonight's festivities, and they will be most definitely festive, let me see who I got in the chat tonight. First on the list, Tech for Your Needs. And here, what's up, bro? How you doing? We got Angelique Stidham. Hey, Angelique. How you doing? Good to see you. We got Dominic Garinko. Dominic, what's going on? How you doing? We got my head. No, hold on. Before I do that, I'm almost giving over name. We got a Cool Gamer in the cut. Hey, Cool Gamer, how you doing? We got my head of security, El Jefe Review. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, baby? We got Alan Osborne in the building. What's up, Alan? How you doing, man? Jeff Hale is here too. What's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you, Jeff. Michael Pepper Tech is out there. What's up, Michael Pepper? How you doing, baby? What's going on with you? We got my man Zach Talk Tech bringing the party with it. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Good to see you. We got Ace Rock Tech. What's up, Ace? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? Good for you to be here. John Michelle is in the building. What's up, John? How you doing? Good to see you, my guy. What's going on with you? And we got my man, the Norwegian sensation, LVD is out there. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? Good to see you. Yeah, I had to start a little early, Zach, because, again, I had to do the intro. And the squad is coming in hot and heavy pretty quickly here. So I want to get the intro out the way before the squad descends upon the live stream. But, yeah, we got a few people coming in here tonight. We're gonna test StreamYard server limits tonight. Damn near. We're gonna test their server limits tonight, yo, because I got squad is inbound tonight. Woo! It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be a vintage Friday night Vyyyper night. I don't know. Somebody was asking me recently, how come I don't do like group live streams anymore? I don't know, man. Time change, man. When creators grow, their priorities change. They're a lot busier than they were in the past when we used to do this stuff. So it's harder to get people together for these group live chats on a regular basis like I used to. But when it's the Vyyyper birthday and the Vyyyper reaches out, the people show up. And they're about to show up tonight. Brian Tech, what's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate y'all coming. Yeah, squad is inbound, man. I don't know. We got any heavy coming in, but squad is definitely inbound. And the first squad is already here in the building. So let me bring in the man who brings the people with him, yo. This dude travels like he travels like he Mr. Beast, yo. He travels like he's Mr. Beast, but he's actually Zach Talk Tech. What's up, sir? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, how you doing? You started early. I'm like checking the stream like as I'm live, and I'm like, oh, he's live already. So yeah, I just cut the stream.
I had to start a few minutes early to get the intro out the way. But how you doing, man?
I'm good. Happy birthday, almost birthday to you. Check it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You got the hotness. Now, see, you got the watch band too. I don't know how you have that watch band and don't go out and buy an Apple Watch Ultra immediately.
Okay,
or an Apple Watch in general, not even an Ultra.
So first of all, the bank account won't allow me to. But second,
you have enough like you can sell. Stop playing.
I mean, I guess there's financing available nowadays. But second of all, the funny thing is this: our favorite nomad, Mr. C, he was supposed to send me this, and this showed up. This showed up yesterday. So you know what I did? I messaged him with the iPhone. Yeah, dude, it looks good on you, man.
Boom, we gotta have it, yo. We gotta have it. Got to have it, man.
Oh,
got to have it out here.
That looks good.
What up, Flying? How you doing, sir? Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I messaged him and I'm like, hey, so thanks for the watch band. Are you sending a watch with it too? LOL.
Yeah, good luck with that, yo. Good luck with that. Jonathan Rash, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Appreciate it. Just for clarification, just for admin purposes, my actual birthday is on Monday the 11th, but obviously I live stream on Fridays, and this is the closest date to that date, so we're doing it tonight, yo. We're celebrating tonight.
Are we allowed to plug what I'm doing with this?
Nobody's here. Sure, why not? What up, Don? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you, Don. Thank you for that. So what are you doing?
Oh, I'm giving this away.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm giving it away. I'm not buying an Apple Watch. People are like, what are you gonna do with it? So Chuck said, like, hey, why don't you just give it away? I said, sure. So if you want to win an Apple Watch band, if you want to win this exact band, I'll even sign the box for you. Woo. Head over to my Twitter X and or Threads and follow the directions. I'll pick a winner by the end of the weekend. Okay.
Ooh, by the end of the weekend.
By
Sunday. Kobe, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you, Kobe. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you're doing well out there in California, Man, I'm frustrated, man, because this is yet another year I'm not going to be able to make it out to CES. Oh, man.
You're not going?
My bank account doesn't speak CES.
Yeah, I mean, neither's mine.
Actually, I mean, I could have gone, or there was a chance that I might have went, but my hotel situation is kind of crazy, and I can't really book anything until after the first of the year. And I think by that time, everything will be booked up. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, it's crazy happen. We'll see. But
I sent a proposal out to a few key brands, and so far, one has said no. I gave them an alternative, like some other options, and then I'm waiting for a couple other brands. If they don't get back to me, it's cool. If I don't go, it's not key, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, hopefully one year some brand will be able to sponsor the Vyyyper and send me out to CES. That'd be kind of cool.
vidIQ money. Tell the vidIQ to send you.
I can't do that because it's not a YouTube event, so I can't ask them to pay for it.
Gotcha.
Although what I could do for vidIQ, I think, is use their credentials to give me registered media, because you know how they have the different like follower requirements. So I can use vidIQ for that maybe, but they can't pay for it.
Yep.
504, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you, 504. Appreciate y'all in the chat wishing me a happy birthday. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna celebrate. It's gonna be an old school live stream tonight. I am expecting a boatload of people to come up in here at some point. They'll be here when they show up. When they show up, they show up. But yeah. So I see you. Did you? I know you are covering all things Pixel. Did you download the December feature drop yet?
I've been trying to.
Man, I think like everybody's been.
Ever since they changed it. So before, I don't know what it was. Canadians used to get like right away. Canadians and Australians, we used to get like right away. Now it's like we're like last. No, we don't get it anymore.
I didn't get it until I think I downloaded it earlier today. It came out yesterday. I didn't have it on my thing till today. So
Yeah, what's it called? Gemini? I can't remember what it's called.
yeah, it's like Gemini or something.
Yeah, I've been checking all day and nothing yet. So I mean, I'm not in a big hurry, but once I get it, I'll do a video for the other channel, and away we go, because those videos always seem to do really well. Nothing has really changed with the process. Settings, system update, download it, right? And then if you want to know all the differences, all the changes, the log is right there online. So you really don't need to wait for my video. It's all right there, right? So
Yeah. That is the one thing about getting a Pixel device, that you know that when you buy a Pixel device, you are not going to have the same device like when you brought it.
no,
Because they're always going to drop features to make it better. Not saying that Google is the only company that does it, but they drop features like every damn month. Like every month, something new comes to the phone. So
I didn't even know they were doing this whole name change thing. Like I didn't know. Like I knew there would be a feature drop, but I didn't know they were going to go like this hard. Like, hey, your phone that you got last month, it's now a different phone. Like what? What just happened, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm guessing you're rocking your Pixel 8, right?
Pixel 8 Pro. Yes, I got it in the
Oh, yeah, the 8 Pro, okay.
commodity wood case. I'm really liking this wood case. It's like a charcoal.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it feels really good. I like it. Nice thin. It's just super thin, right? But yeah, I got this, and then my son's got the 8, and my wife still got the 7 there. So, and then Jenna's always using the tablet. She's probably watching us right now. She makes sure to tune in and watch every Friday. So yeah.
Well, just in case Jenna and Brandon are watching, hello, how y'all doing? Appreciate y'all hanging out with your Vyyyper. So thank you.
I'm gonna listen for their screaming. They're gonna be like, "What?"
Appreciate you all.
Did you know that PlayStation is jacking the price?
I saw your tweet about this. I didn't look too much into it. So PlayStation Pro I knew it was going up, but it's going up
Yeah.
again, or
So okay. So what happened is this: September 7th, they sent out an email to everybody, and then of course it's going up by like double for me or something like that. Depends on the service, but September 7th they sent out an email saying there's going to be an increase, and they didn't say like we're bringing these new services. It was just to continue bringing you service, we have to increase the price. Okay, fine, whatever. And then another email came out yesterday, 12 hours ago. Everybody got it. I paid $70 last year for PlayStation Plus on the mid tier called Extra. So there's Essential, Extra, and Premium, right?
Oh, y'all. Yep. Yeah, we got another squad inbound here. Go ahead, Ty, finish up.
So $70.
Yep.
They're jacking it by $80. They're more than doubling it. And they haven't said why. They haven't said what they're increasing. Yeah. Sony, are you out of money? No.
You're crazy. So I told y'all squad is inbound. I was not playing around. Like it's gonna be live tonight, but I had to invite the queen of cybersecurity to join us tonight. So let us introduce Snub in the building. Hey Shannon, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm good. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see.
It's your birthday, right? So what are you, like 26 now?
I wish. I'll be 43 on Monday, actually.
43. Wow. 43, you don't look it.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Shannon. Thank you. Shannon, every time I see a tweet or something from you, Shannon, it's always about how you're traveling, how you're going somewhere. Like, so where are you going next? And I'm pretty sure. Oh no, you're going to CES probably, aren't you?
Yeah. So I'm going to Virginia for Christmas, CES in January, and I have another trip planned for April to go back to Japan.
Are you going to move to Japan?
Honestly, like if I didn't have so much family here in the U.S., I absolutely would.
I think you go over there a lot. I know you like all the Sailor Moon stuff that's happening there and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this year it was mostly just because I wanted to introduce my best friend to Japan. So I played tour guide. This next time she wants to go back, and she wants to go to a museum specifically. So I decided to go back with her. I just can't stop myself. I can't stay away.
Now, Shannon, if I'm not mistaken, you are also rocking a Pixel 8 Pro, right?
I am. I sure am. It's
did you get your December feature drop?
I don't know. I haven't messed with it today. I should probably check.
We should all check.
Wait, let me look. Hold on. It probably tells me it's probably going to tell me that it has an update.
The last time I saw Shannon in person was at the TCL thing about 2 or 3 years ago. Do you recall that?
Oh my God, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's during the 10 series.
Yeah, that's right. How are you, by the way?
I'm good. You know what? I remember seeing the tweet from you about how you could see your hair at the Google thing this year.
Oh my god.
And I
yeah.
remember watching, going, "Does that girl up there have purple hair? Is there someone up there with purple hair?" I didn't put the two and two together until I saw your tweet. I'm like, "Oh, it was Shannon." Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was my first time going to a Google Pixel launch event, so that
That
was
must have been
really,
wild
really
experience,
exciting.
eh?
It was so cool. It was
Yeah.
very cool. I felt very grateful to be there because there were only like 5 Team Pixel people there, but it was
Really?
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was awesome.
it looks super small. That was in New York, wasn't it?
It was very small. There were
That
not a lot of
store
people there.
that store just must be amazing.
Yeah,
The
it
Google
was
store?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When I went in the store, I started like recording everything because I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm
Yeah.
such like a merch girly. So
So
when I
much.
walked in, I was like, do you guys have merch? And the people were like, we got hoodies and t-shirts and pens. They had all sorts of stuff. I went nuts.
Look at this guy. Look at him. He came
It was
prepared.
cool. So Team Pixel walked us over there and they purchased some stuff for us. They were like, pick out a few items, we'll purchase them for you.
Nice.
And then I ended up going back the next day because I sent pictures to my husband and I was like, do you want anything? Because we're both Pixel people. So
That's awesome.
he was
What
like, I'll take a hoodie. I'm like, all right.
Uh,
what pixel does he use?
He is on my old 7 Pro. So I gave
Okay.
him my old one and then I purchased a 7 Pro.
Okay.
And then he hasn't upgraded. He said he
Yeah.
doesn't need an 8 Pro yet. So I'm just waiting until like he breaks his or something and then
Mm.
I'll upgrade him.
You know what's
So,
funny
Shannon,
is
I always give him my old devices and then I'll purchase new ones if
that's
we
what
need
how it
to.
happened with my wife. Now here's the thing. Google sent me the 8 and I purchased the 8 Pro for myself, right?
Okay.
And when I was all done and everything like that, I told my wife, I'm like, "Oh, we can switch you from your 7 into the 8." And she's like, I don't want to. So the 8 is hazel. It's that new hazel color. But she
Ooh,
has the
pretty.
7 in the lemongrass, and she's like, "No."
Ooh.
She's like, "No." But I'm like, "You have a case on it." She's like, "I don't care. I like my yellow. I like my yellow phone." She pops it out and shows people, and then she puts it back in the case right away.
Yeah, dude, like colors matter,
Yeah.
okay?
Right? Yeah. So my son has the 8 now, and it's inside of a D brand grip case, whatever. And he pops it
Cool.
out and shows people the hazel color, then he puts it back.
Ooh, it's so pretty. I
Yeah.
really wanted the blue one, the blue 8
That
Pro.
black is slick though.
It
That,
is. It's
like,
very slick.
I
And
want to get one
honestly,
too,
like I
Shannon.
went caseless. I took this to Japan with me in October for 2
yeah.
weeks and I went caseless the whole time and I love that it's matte on the back so like it
Yes.
doesn't slip. It's not super
Yes.
slippery.
Here's what I want
And
Google to do.
that helped me hold it so much
Here's what I
better.
want Google to do, and I think the two of you will sign off on this. I want Google to do this next year for the 9 and 9 Pro. Dear Google, please do the same backs on both the 9 and 9 Pro. Do this frosted thing. Do it again, please.
Yeah.
But the railings, make them like how the 8 is this year, the brush sides.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
that on the railings,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
and you know what? And you know what? Stick with the chrome visor, cool. But do that, please.
That would be yeah, that would be Technolust.
So, Shannon, I gotta ask you, since you're like one of the most plugged in people on the Google side of things,
What?
is there? I mean, as far as you know, is there still a Team Pixel? Because it seems like they didn't send that many devices out to Team Pixel this year. At least not from what I saw out there.
I don't know what's going on. I got a Team Pixel 8 Pro. That's where I got mine. So
Ah, okay,
hashtag
cool.
gift from
Neat.
Google.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and I'm currently working with them on posting a video on my channel about the 8 Pro. So
Cool.
they exist. They definitely exist. I haven't gone to any events since March other than the Pixel launch event, but that was so small, so there weren't a lot of Team Pixel people there. There were only 5 of us. So yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it seemed like they just changed what they were going to do, which is fine. A lot of people were complaining about not
I have
getting
no
devices this
idea.
year, and I'm just like,
I
yo,
know.
not
I didn't get a Pixel Fold. I actually did a sponsored video with them, and I
Oh,
received a Pixel Fold as a part of that sponsorship, as
gotcha.
part of that payment.
Cool.
So yeah, and I did that disclaimer in the video, of
Gotcha.
course, FTC, wee. So that was super fun. But yeah, I wasn't sent a Pixel Fold. I think before the 8 Pro, I was sent a. Ooh, I don't even remember. Was it the 7A? I feel like I didn't get a 7A either.
Yeah,
I
I
have to
didn't
go
get one
back and
either.
check.
Yeah,
It might have been the 7 Pro.
probably. Yeah.
They always send me the Pro device though, because
Yep.
I'm always like
That's what they use
prosumer.
in the Team Pixel people too. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Told y'all squad is continuing to roll in.
More?
Next up on the list, we got one of my favorite up and coming gaming creators out there. She's out there killing it, crushing it, doing big things. Rebecca MC. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing this morning?
Hi.
And appropriately, we have her favorite buddy from Vietnam, and it's also in the back, the biggest troublemaker on the internet today, Mr. Trenton Tech. What's up, sir?
Yay, Trent.
God, Trenton's tech. Oh my God.
All right, Joe. He's ready to call trouble tonight, yo. Tell you.
Wow, we're having a party.
Oh, it's about to be a full party out here tonight. Oh, yes, absolutely.
What's the StreamYard limit?
Whole party.
Whole party. The limit is 10.
Yeah.
So I have I filled up 8 spots tonight. So
I'm installing a security update.
there we go.
No way. Check mine.
3 hours later.
I know, right?
Oh, God, yes.
So slow.
Oh God, yes. The slowest updates ever.
You know what? Like I said, here in Canada, we used to get them like right away. Like we used to get Canada and Australia, we used to get them right away because I used to pump out the videos right away on the channel saying, here's how you get the update and here's what's in it. And I used to get all these views, and now it's like, now you're last, Zach. Zed, I'm always last, right? So
Rebecca, I didn't watch because I don't really like watching the war show because it's way too damn long. But Baldur's Gate 3 winning Game of the Year over Alan Wake 2. I was kind of surprised at that.
I heard. Although I have not played Alan Wake, so I don't know what that game is like. But I thought Zelda was going to win.
Oh God, I knew Zelda wasn't going. In my mind, it was either Baldur's Gate or Alan Wake. I thought it for real would be Alan Wake, but I guess not.
Yeah.
But I know it won some other awards though. But
Yeah, Spider-Man did not win any.
anything, oh, and they mad. All the other people are mad about that. Trenton, how you doing tonight, sir? What's going on over there?
I'm doing all right. A little less busy than I was earlier, so glad to be
lucky.
home.
Jordan,
I was.
I want to be less busy.
I mean, I still have to do stuff, but
What's that?
I mean,
like?
if you want to mess with like a whole furnace, like be my guest.
Hey, Boogie, I appreciate your man. Thank you.
bro.
No, I'm good. Usually I give my husband those jobs.
That is like here. We gonna deviate. You take that.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We gotta welcome back somebody that has not been here in a while, I don't think. But he's back and he's gracing up with his presence tonight. The wizard has returned, Mr. Jason T. Lewis. Hey, Jason, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Happy birthday to you, sir. I think I said that, or at least I co-signed that earlier today, but I'll say it again.
I don't think you're using the.
Jason!
I don't think you're using the microphone in front of you.
Hold on.
Why
So
don't
we're
you
gonna
just smack it? Just
We're
smack your
gonna have a
microphone.
battle of the beards now. Is this what we're doing?
Oh yeah, you're good. That's
Yeah,
the
you're-
right one.
Yeah, I don't know anything about a beard.
Okay.
Me neither.
Is it working?
Why isn't it so low?
Yes.
I mean, it clearly working, but
Yes,
it's like
you
you're.
sound great.
Well,
you're
here
low.
make sure you guys have
Sure.
clicked the top and the bottom that says echo cancellation and the other one for auto, and then away you go.
Yeah, it sounds. It's working obviously, but it sounds
Mike,
like audio not
Jason,
coming from that mic.
Jason, you do need to turn up your gain a little bit when you go into these things with StreamYard. So
Yeah,
at least
I
I've
do
found
this
it.
every week, but
I wasn't sure if you're still using them or not.
This is what happens when you hang out with tech people.
Yeah, we
It's
just
true.
don't we don't know anything, people. We just kind of fake it, and then what do you
Right.
think we record all our videos?
Yeah, 504. I
Test.
thought you were old school.
test.
You're
1,
still
2.
low. I can hear you obviously, but you're just low. I don't know why you're so low over there.
I don't know why either. I'm pinning it out.
All right, I guess that's a little
So-
better. Yeah, we're at the rock with it, I
Cool.
guess. Cool.
How about the folks in the chat? Does this sound like? Can you hear me?
You sound fine to me, man.
Yeah, let us know if you can hear Jason. Okay, you all.
I can hear you, but you are a little bit low.
Perhaps. All right, you guys keep talking, and I'll futz with this.
I
Okay.
just recorded a bunch of Sailor Moon videos. Whee!
Nice.
Nice.
Rebecca, I'm not
Oh.
familiar with your content. What do you do?
I do a gaming channel and mostly live
Cool.
streaming, but
Over
I
on-
also do a podcast. It's
Okay.
called Small Streamer Diaries. It's
Okay.
mostly about how I left Twitch to go to YouTube, and everybody thought I was absolutely crazy
Oh,
because I'm a live streamer mostly. And so people were like, if you want to be a gaming live streamer, you have to be on Twitch.
Ah.
And I was like,
So-
well, I want to be different.
So you're streaming over here on YouTube,
Hmm
Yeah.
kind of like me. Okay, so we should talk maybe a little bit more. Okay, for sure.
We should.
Okay, sounds good.
I see you got some arcade machines back there.
Do I? I haven't played it. It's seriously for look. I haven't played this thing in months, but yeah, I have that, and I used to have Street Fighter with Street Fighter Wit, but this is my baby. I couldn't give this up. I bought this when
Oh, it's so
Arcade One Up
cool.
first came out with it. I
Oh
will never-
man.
I put too much money into so much money back when I was a kid into Mortal Kombat. I'll never give this up. And then I bought the light up marquee, and yeah, so it's got 1, 2, and 3 in there, and I love it.
Nice.
And I train my kids on it, and they know how to play it, which is amazing. So yeah,
I was just playing the new Mortal Kombat.
how is it? I haven't played it yet.
It's really good.
I've got 11 and 10, but I haven't bought. I guess it's called 1 now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat 1. It's a reboot.
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks really good. Is it? It's there. Like out of 10, what would you rate it?
I would say like an 8, but
Oh.
I also haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in a long time. Like I played probably like the very first 2 maybe, and then Mortal Kombat when it was just called Mortal Kombat in 2011.
Yeah.
I guess that was 9, and then 10, and then I skipped straight over 11.
Yeah.
But those are the only Mortal Kombats I played, so not so up on the lore.
So wait, hold on. So maybe I'm just dating myself. But you never played original Mortal Kombat?
I did play, I think the original like 1 and 2.
Okay.
I think maybe.
Do you remember back in the day when this was like controversial and they were like parents upset and everything?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. They had to put the friendship fatalities and
Yeah.
the babalities and the animality.
Yes. Yeah. Who's your favorite character?
Melina or Scorpion.
Yes, Scorpion. There we go. Right?
And
Because they get the yellow, right?
I'm back.
Ah.
Jason,
Is that better?
that's
Better.
Yeah,
Much
Oh,
better.
yeah.
much better.
I had
There
to
you go.
turn off the automatic like mic volume thing, which I never have to do otherwise. Maybe it's because there's so many people. Might
Intruder
be
alert.
compression.
Weird.
Yeah. So I'm here.
So,
I'm
Shannon,
dog
I got a
sitting.
question for you. This morning in Coffee Talk, Shannon, we were talking about things like they're like when creators have a channel that they are doing content on that they're making full-time income from, and then still having their passion project. So I know you're doing content on your Sailor Moon channel. Do you plan to monetize that channel, or is that something that you're just doing for you to like have that there for you?
Oh yeah, it's monetized. I make a whole $50 off that ad revenue right there. There you go. $50. Definitely
like
does
ha-
not cover how much stuff I buy for that channel, but
I mean, but I guess
Beer
the
money.
better question is it something that you want to scale up and like make into a business like your tech channel, or is that something that you just want to have as a hobby?
I don't know. Like I look at my Sailor Moon stuff and I've been passionate about that since I was like 14. And if I was to make that into something monetizable, like that I seriously took income in from, I don't know. I don't want to like ruin that passion that I have for Sailor Moon. Like I love it so much. I don't want to look at it as like a grueling process that I just have to force myself to do to stay consistent. Like right now I'm just posting shorts and videos whenever I have time to edit them or have time to record them. And I'm not sure if I would feel comfortable turning that into like a full-time job.
Yep, I get it. Yo, Emperor, appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's the rub. That's the whole rub. Like, you know, obviously
Yeah.
when you're on YouTube and you build a channel, obviously you have the option of building it into a business. But it may, let's say you get tied to that channel, or you just have something that you're like passionate about, but you don't know, trying to figure out if you want to like make money out of it, or you just want to have that there. Because like you said, if you try to monetize it and build it into something like your tech channel, then it becomes more of a job. Maybe it becomes laborious and different things like that. And then you lose that passion, and you don't want to lose that passion, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. El Jefe in the chat, he said, I think you could make a killing in affiliate revenue with Sailor Moon merch on Amazon and other stores. So I do have like some affiliates that I've used for Sailor Moon merchandise and a few partnerships with like Crunchyroll or whatever unboxing box, like subscription boxes or anime boxes or whatever that I've unboxed on my channel. And the affiliate money is there, but the merchandise is so inexpensive that the percentage is really low. Like even if it's 10% or 20%, it's not a lot of money that gets rolled into that. So when I look at it from the perspective of like which affiliate links are going to make me a decent amount of money so I can pay my bills, it's definitely like the tech channel. Like if somebody buys, an unlocked Pixel phone and I get an affiliate link from that, that's 10%. That's way more than if somebody buys a Sailor Moon shirt off of like Hot Topics website.
Rebecca, oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
Happy birthday!
You appreciate it in the
Aw.
chat. That's so sweet. That's awesome.
It's
Now
like
you'll have to come back for my
Inception.
birthday, which is on the 21st.
How do I do?
Oh,
Do you have to go into YouTube to do that? I guess you can't do that through StreamYard.
Yeah, I did it through YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Don Colvin, channel member extraordinaire. Appreciate you, Don. Viperchino. Oh, you're the man. Thank you, sir.
Viperchino.
Viperchino. Yo, they should try that.
Viper is my Frappuccino buddy.
Don
Oh,
was just
that's cool.
here, and I missed him just because of the weather and everything. We just got 20 centimeters, whatever that is, in inches dumped on us today. And yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, keep
Oh, I
that
thought
to
we were
yourself,
supposed
yo.
get
Keep that
some.
to yourself.
we didn't have it. It was okay. I don't know what the equivalent in Fahrenheit is, but it was 15 degrees Celsius here last week. Like we don't get that in winter here in Canada. That doesn't happen here in Calgary. It was.
What did that be
crazy.
like 17 degrees Fahrenheit? 12 degrees?
I gotta
don't know.
Google it.
Yeah.
It
It
degrees.
is
32.
59 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold. And I'm from
Yeah.
Boston, but I live in Texas now. So I'm
It's
like,
okay.
okay,
There's
I
no
don't want to go back to
it's-
that
Well,
weather.
For this guy, so I live at basically the same elevation as like Colorado and everything like that, right? For us, it was warm. Like not having snow was on December 5th was insane, right? So here we are.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
50 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm putting my winter jacket on.
Hey, it's
The puffy jacket.
You know how you spot the Canadians at CES? We don't wear jackets. You just instantly know.
Oh yeah,
right?
I'm
Right.
I'm debated. So now that I live in Colorado and I'm like used to 20 degrees weather, I'm wondering
Mm-hmm.
if I need to bring a coat to CES at all.
I take
'cause
a
it
s- I
gets
take a
so
hoodie.
warm inside. Yeah,
I take
maybe
a-
I'll just do a hoodie.
I do a
Yeah.
hoodie and then I take it off when if I need to, and that's about it. Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
it's
even wear a
snowing
jacket.
outside, and I can walk somewhere with leggings and like this shirt on, and like it's a strapless shirt. Like I don't care anymore.
Oh my God, I would die. I get cold very easily. I'm just made for warm weather. I mean, I'm from Boston, and when I moved to Texas, I complained about how cold it was when it was like 50 degrees, and
Oh,
everyone was like,
wow.
"You're from Boston. Are you used to the
Yeah.
cold weather?" And I'm like, "I didn't like it up there either."
Janoth, man, I appreciate you, third. Thank you, Janoth, man. Always support my guy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all
Aw.
are the best, man. Y'all are the best.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So, Jason, how are
Yes.
things over there? What's going on with you?
Oh man, things are good. Things are good. You know, it's the end of the year, so it's always the like, hey, so how was this year? Oh,
Mhm.
not as good as I wanted it to be. But you know, I mean, there's good and bad, and in between. But I'm doing good. You know, making a living, doing a thing. So,
Are you planning on going to CES in January?
well, I wasn't, but then my business manager sent me a WhatsApp message earlier today and was like, "Hey, do you want to meet with these people?" And I was like, "I'm not going." And then I looked to see how much it would cost to like Priceline a hotel and flight, and it was like $1,000 or less. And I thought, maybe I will go. So I might. That's the long answer.
Nice.
Short answer is I might.
Gotcha. Eighth, appreciate you, third. Thank you, Eighth. I appreciate all of y'all dropping these super chats, man. I y'all know they're not required, but I appreciate whatever y'all are willing to contribute. So thank you for that. Appreciate all of y'all.
somebody's getting rich.
I'm trying to catch you, yo. Catch you out here, yo.
I remember one time when
He's
we were
gonna
doing
have
a live
Starbucks for life.
yeah, we were doing a live stream one time, and there was some guy came on. I don't know if I ever saw him before or since, but he donated a bunch, and then he donated like $200 or something. I was like,
Yeah.
"What are you
Whoa.
doing?" I was like,
Remember that.
"That's insane,
Wow.
man. Are you
You
drunk?"
must have a
Mhm.
nice
Like,
guy.
Are you talking about your live stream or my live stream? I think that was on your
one of
live
my
stream.
live streams. I think it was me
Okay.
and Zach on the live stream, and this guy like he was chatting and
remember
he was
that.
just being all gregarious and stuff, and
He just like
I don't
walked in
think
the chat. He's like,
Wow.
Yeah,
And you just never saw him again?
yeah.
I don't think I ever saw him again. He-
That
How come that
is
guy-
so
how come that guy doesn't
super
come-
excited,
Never comes to my streams anymore. Like,
yeah.
504 on brand with the 1008. 504. I appreciate you, third. Thank you. Killed me how you donate the exact amount of your name. That's funny. But thank you, man.
504. Let's see,
In
we match
multiples.
now.
So Trent, how's the little one? Where's he at tonight? I know he's close by.
He's upstairs somewhere messing around with his iPad.
Oh, okay.
Doing something.
Jason, are
wow.
those glasses still frameless or still lensless? Like they're completely
No, these are real.
like prescription?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were
Trifocal, baby.
okay. Trifocal.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
I have 2 pairs of them. I do. I got so I got the first pair, and then the next year I went back and they still had the same glasses, and I needed a new pair of glasses, so I just got the same glasses again.
So let me ask you this, Jason.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Vyyyper about this, but his beard's a little bit short. I was thinking about this year. Sorry, man. I was thinking about this year of making my beard festive. I was gonna do this a couple years ago, and I have to stop.
Dye it. Dye your
Yeah. I was gonna
beard.
do like
Yes!
put like this the
Join us. I dye my beard too.
Braids.
yeah not braid one. But you know I was gonna put
little
like the
Viking thing?
sparkles and everything like that in it.
Oh my God.
Would you do something like that?
No,
Tie
I wouldn't.
ornaments.
No,
Crazy, crazy.
I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd dye it green or something.
Okay.
Maybe I should make a bet
Shannon,
with somebody.
teach
or
me how you
something.
do your hair, and I'll match my beard to your. That'd be kind of weird though, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I go to a stylist, so I can't.
Oh, you don't do it
teach
yourself? I thought you did.
No, are you
Oh,
kidding
no,
me?
That stuff is intense. That's like hours in the chair, right?
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Like on a day that I have to lighten the dark new growth, it's like 6 hours in a chair.
Oh my God.
It's all day.
So
Yeah.
did you know that you would be like right up front for the Google thing, and then you had to have your hair like on point?
No,
you
so
know?
I sat down on a far edge that's like off camera,
Yeah.
and then my friend Ayaz, who works, where was he working at the time? I think he started a new job somewhere. Anyway, he texted me and he was like, "Oh, hi," and I looked around and I was like, "Oh my God, hi," because he was sitting like right in the center, and I was like, "Are there any seats near you? I want to say hi," and he was like, "Yeah, come over, I'll make you a seat." So he scooted over and saved a seat for me, so I was able to sit in the front with him, with like all the journalism people, the journalists.
The real
All the
journalists.
fancy,
Yeah.
yeah, the real journalist. It was so weird too, like being in the second row, like right front and center. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I was on camera all time, the entire time. Like you have that shadow, that ego behind you. I was like, oh God, oh God. So I didn't want to do anything stupid, but I did end up doing something stupid because when who was on stage at the time? I forget, but whoever was up on stage announcing that you were going to get 7 years of security updates. Like I physically and very audibly squealed, and you can hear it on the live stream.
Can
And,
you
like,
really?
he
Oh my
looked-
God, I have to look this up.
And
Yeah,
he looked at me, and like the people in the front row who were there, Google employees, like supposed to be applauding the whole time. Like one of them turned around and she was just like, "Who the fuck was that?" Or who the F was that? Sorry.
I would have
I was
audibly
like, oh,
said,
God.
"Yeah, right."
I was so embarrassed. And my friend Aya started cracking.
But hold
up.
on,
He
hold
was
on. Weren't
laughing
you-
so hard.
Didn't you know about that before? Because okay, so the
No.
week before. Oh, wait a minute. You weren't in that meeting. Okay. You weren't in the virtual meeting that I went to. Okay, so it was I went to the I can talk about this now, it's fine. I was in the virtual, so I'm in Canada. So in Canada, we don't have like the team this, whatever. We don't have the whatever. It's just like you're media or you're not kind of thing, right? So I went to the thing where like I was there and like Linus Tech Tips and like Brian Tong was there and like all like everybody, like anybody media, like media, right? Like Brian was there because he does this whole thing with CS and everything, and like you could see like Linus Tech Tips and that, and they told us like they went through everything and we're all sitting there going, "Yeah, we saw the leaks. Yeah, we saw." People were literally
awesome.
typing that in the chat, like, "Yeah, we saw the leaks," and then people kept on asking over and over, "Is the watch bigger? Is there a different size?" They never even acknowledged the question. But anyway, they brought up the 7-year thing, and there was like this audible, like for the people that were at least had their cameras on, like, wow, like 7, like for real, right? So that's funny that okay, so that makes sense why you would, because you weren't there for that. But yeah,
it was really exciting. It was cool to be there, and it was cool to like hear the news front and center and be able to like.
I don't think anybody's
experience
actually
it.
going 7 years with their device. I think max 5, but it shows more of a commitment to what they're doing. I think
See, that-
really is.
I
that
have
was my
some
question.
friends who go a long time with their phones, and some family members. Like I have a friend who's on like an iPhone 9 or something. Like
Wow.
back in the single digits, like a
Yeah.
very old phone.
Well, I
And
just
was
went from
like,
11
why
Pro
are you
Max.
on such an old phone? And I have another
Yes.
friend who's on a Pixel 5. which I was like, why? Because I have a friend who says like, hey, I'm on a really old Pixel. It's fine. I love this phone. And I'm like, I have a spare Pixel, like a 7A. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not using it.
7A is
Do you want
awesome.
one?
That's a good
like,
device.
I will give you this phone.
Yeah.
I just want to get my friends all nice and secure. But if they're doing 7 years of updates, I guess I don't have to give them my phones anymore.
I just had so I'll say this real quick and I'll stop talking for a bit. Promise, Vyper. But I had Grant Likes Tech on my show last night or yesterday, and he has every single Pixel, like
Oh yeah.
like original XL, then 2 XL, 3, and he has all the A series, everything.
That's so
And we
cool.
kept on going back to the 4 and the 4 XL. And we're like, yeah, they need to do this again.
Yeah.
Like he had the
I would've
Oso,
done
he had the
that,
Oso
but
orange.
I give them
Yeah.
away too much. So
Yeah, he has every. I'm like so jealous. He
I
doesn't have
didn't
all the
keep my
colors, but he has
ones.
all the sizes. But that Oso orange, and he also had it in white and regular. I had the white as well. I had the white
Ooh.
panda or penguin, whatever you want to call it. What a beautiful device.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the panda one. That was so pretty.
It was
I
a
loved it.
beautiful.
Yeah, that white Pixel 4, that was
Mhm.
that was life right
Yeah,
there.
it was
Slick, man.
beautiful.
It had the individual button that was orange, and then the sides were black, and then the whole thing was white. Oh, it's just so pretty.
What is going on, Trenton? What are we looking at here? That's like a Samsung.
Is that a
This
Is
is
that
that
an
this was
Galaxy
the
S?
phone that my dad would not let go of until it finally
it is.
died.
Wow.
What is it? A Samsung?
It's a Verizon. It's a Galaxy S. What is that?
Galaxy S4.
Samsung.
Okay.
S4.
So
Wow.
he literally used it until it died, tried to get it repaired, and then it died again.
Wow.
Tried to get it repaired.
He's just
like-
now moving to a Galaxy S10.
See, that's
Oh wow.
to me, that's like stealing from old people. You know, because really, like old people don't know any better. You know, and they're still in that whole like, well, I could get this fixed, and so somebody like he pays money for somebody to fix it, and then it dies again. I mean, it's an S4. That's what, like 2014, 15.
Yeah, that's way back there.
Mhm.
So-
All right, y'all. We gotta introduce the king of Taco Tuesday, who also happens to be my head of security is in the building. El Jefe, what's up, bro?
Oh, the man.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
How you guys doing?
Hi.
There you go.
You came in matching the shirt or matching the phone.
Well, I'm a little more. This is a little more butterscotch. This
There
is a
you
little more, you know, a little on the orange leaning side of yellow. But yeah.
Why are you not streaming from your whip, man? Like, come on, dude.
Oh, the audio is terrible inside that car.
But you look good. Right?
It is.
The
very
lighting is
nice-
terrible
very
in there,
nice
bro.
whip.
Oh, thanks for
Yeah.
being here, man.
I picture like LED strips running up the A pillar and like the whole deal, you know.
No, if
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do one of those Starry Night headliners in that
Oh,
car.
that's the
Ooh,
the
yeah.
way to go right
The man
there.
set up a separate Instagram just for his car, and I love looking at it. I'm just like, damn.
Yo, that car is legit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for
with the
real.
butterscotch, exactly. But this is you know, I got Humpty slash you know, we got it going on right here. So
I
So,
just need El Jefe's background music just to be that
I
car.
got it for you right here,
idling.
bro. Check it out.
Just I just need an idling V8.
Oh,
That's all
gotcha.
I need in the
Gosh.
background.
I always come in ready, bro.
Hey, yo.
oh my god. Yo, Jefe, are you going to ETS?
Nah, man.
You're not going?
The people that I was trying to kind of make it financially possible, offset the costs, sort of. They pulled back on a lot of their own advertising budget and stuff. So I was like,
Mm.
also, I'm not feeling that great physically, and just traveling was already difficult enough. Like Vyper was at Vid Summit, and that was very difficult for me. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just chill out. Let me get myself better, and then try to think about, you know, taking flights to places.
Gotcha. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
My
Oh.
plan is to be there as long as I get a sponsor that pulls through. So
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
like
Well, Shannon, you're
three
OG. CS
potential
isn't right
ones.
without you.
Yeah.
I agree. No.
So
It's
I
true.
guess I'm
Yes,
the only
does not
non-tech
exist.
person here.
That's all right.
What's CES?
No, gaming is totally tech, man.
Mhm.
Gaming is totally tech.
Oh, CES, that's the Consumer Electronics Show, first week of the
Yeah.
of the year in Las Vegas. It's the largest convention held in Vegas, if I remember
Okay.
correctly.
Yep.
And it's wild. Like even the year that I went, I still didn't get to see but maybe like 60-70% of it. So and that I'm being generous. So it was wild.
Yeah,
Well, see, I play games,
a
but I
lot.
don't know anything beyond that. I just like run it, and then if something goes wrong, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, when I met Vype and Trent at Vid Summit, like they were asking me all these questions about like my phone and the settings and stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. It's a phone.
That's
All
awesome.
good. All good.
I'm just gonna make myself dumber. That seems to be the answer to everything.
Rebecca, just keep it like that so that nobody asks you to fix things for you.
Facts.
Oh, but see, now I know that I can ask everybody here to fix stuff.
Oh no, I want to fix less things.
Same.
Okay, come fix my furnace.
Yeah, next time they call you Trent, you just gotta act like somebody bonked you over the head with a bat or something.
Hey, look, this is gonna sound messed up, but I would rather mess around with a furnace than with another laptop right now.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Oh,
one,
hey,
dude.
accountability, buddy. You got that video going up tomorrow?
I already did mine.
No. When did you do yours? What did you upload? Tell me right now. I did not see
Hey,
anything.
Eric's in the chat. What up, Eric?
That was the one about how to get rid of the red circle on the mouse cursor.
Okay.
for the Chromebook.
Okay. We'll let that go. Okay. And I did my case porn thing 2 days ago. We'll let that slide. Next week it has to be a helpful video.
Stop it, Ace.
Nah,
Stop it.
Ace, man. Don't go there. Don't go there.
So hold on. I turned off my soundboard, but El Jefe comes. So I'm going to turn mine back on. This is silly. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Y'all crazy.
It's always on. I even have it on in Zoom calls for work.
Do you?
Yeah, why not? Like somebody's got to spice up the joint, bro. Like
That's true. That's true.
and everybody, most of the people who I have Zoom calls with for work are content creators. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah, I usually spice it up with profanity, but that's another story.
yeah, I mean we can always do
Me
that.
too.
We got options.
Y'all better
Curse like a sailor. It's so bad.
For all the super chats.
Don't give me copyright, people. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that. So I don't know if y'all are aware, but apparently the app that everybody's raving about on Android, the Beeper mini app, it broke now.
It's only been out for like 1-2 days.
I don't know what that is.
Later on in 2024 when they bring in RCS anyway. So like, what does it matter? Like,
Yeah.
No idea. I don't know what that is, man.
Tim Cook saw that and was like, denied.
Yeah, he used like the Apple
that
Force
sucks.
to just be like,
You see what I'm doing, Trent? And this is how you got to be. I don't know what that is.
No. Hey, oh, you have Beeper, you have iMessage, and it's gone.
When people said beeper, I was thinking like, yo, legit, somebody put out a new beeper. Like, are we going? Is this retro tech?
we're going
Retro tech,
super rolls.
yeah.
I was excited. Then I found out it was an app. I was like, ah.
Here's my issue with it right here. The very first slide on their marketing, finally get Blue Bubble on Android. And I put the tweet out about this, and I know some people don't co-sign with this, but listen, how sad and pathetic is your life and your relationship with other people that you care about having blue bubbles like everybody else? Right? Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said it on Threads, and I'll say it here too. I feel very fortunate that the people I've surrounded myself with do not care about the colors
Thank
of
you.
our bubbles.
Thank you. Exactly.
Like we're quite a diverse group in terms of like what phones we're using, and we have group text between iPhones and Android, and nobody cares. Like the only time it becomes bothersome is if my friend sends me a potato of a video from her iPhone and I can't see it because it's like SD from a flip phone back in 1998.
You're
Like,
being generous.
you
I
can't
used to
do
say
anything.
93.
She sent it
can't
from
see
a
anything.
Texas Instruments calculator.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it just says, once you can figure it out, it just says boobs.
Boobless.
I mean,
We all
knowing
did
her,
that.
it would.
See, for me, problem solved because nobody texts me. So it's like it's a non-issue.
Just don't
So,
have friends.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's funny. My son's in grade 7, and like, so he got his first phone this year because he's going on the bus and anything like that. And it wasn't an issue between his friends because his friends have Androids and iPhones. It wasn't an issue. And then I recently got him onto Discord because he wants to hang out in my Discord. Well, now everybody in school uses Discord. He's like, yeah, nobody that.
Yeah.
He goes, the iPhone people, they're here and there, but everybody has what doesn't matter with phone dad. We all use Discord. And I'm thinking, are we finally past that hump? And now people are using separate apps or anything like that? Because he was asking me about WhatsApp before. I'm like, no. And then when I got him Discord, now he DMs more on Discord than anything. I'm like, did you see this today in my Discord? Nah, I don't
Wow.
hang out in your Discord.
It's more
anymore.
ubiquitous, and you can do video, and you can do
Yeah.
audio, and
Yeah.
you can share images and stuff. So yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm in no group texts.
Yes,
You know what?
Zero.
It's such a North American thing, though, too, right, Jason? Like,
It
as soon as
is,
you
yeah.
leave, North America, everybody overseas is using like WhatsApp or whatever, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm in too many groups. I need to remove myself from some.
I have a Magic the Gathering like card game group.
Yeah, see, that's
that I'm
cool,
in
though.
With like, yeah, and it's like 10 or so local people here in Denver, and we get together every week. So we always like do our weekly plan in our group. So like,
what's it like having friends?
Yeah.
In real life,
stop it. I check in on you.
I've never had friends before. It's so cool.
right?
What is this? I don't know what to do.
They're actual.
It's awesome.
I'll
No.
say this: I now know how Shannon and how Jason feel, because I've been going hard and I've had this whole plan of doing things to the point now I don't even have the time in the evening to watch like the daily Philip DeFranco show. Like I'm go all the time, and if I'm not doing stuff for the channel and my streams and everything like that, I feel like I'm not being productive. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like it's just like I'm not getting stuff done?
Yes.
Yes.
So I have a pro tip on that. So I like relaxing and like taking a Lush bath body products bath. And but the problem is I can't sit still. It's very hard. I always need to be productive in some way, shape, or form, or I feel like I'm not going to be consistent on my channel. I'm going to lose views. Oh my God. So I got one of those S9 tabs, the S9 Ultra tab, whatever, the Samsung one, and it's waterproof. It's water resistant. It's like IP68 or something. And so is the pen, the little S Pen that comes with it. So I can take that in the bath with me, and I can like schedule out my calendar for the next week, and I feel so productive. So like I'm relaxing with my lavender oils or whatever, but at the same time I'm being so productive. And like that's the best way for me to relax. I get out of the bath and I'm like, oh, my shoulders feel so less stiff now. And
So when my wife says that I need to relax and just take it easy, I need a folding phone, lavender, and a bath.
yes, dude,
Okay.
I'm so serious. Like, just take the bath, but do
Wait a
something
minute.
productive while you're in the bath.
I don't
and
know if I can
sitting
take the
still.
bath.
Shannon, didn't you take me and Travis bath bomb
Yes.
shopping
Wait,
at some
where?
point?
Yes.
Am I
Yes.
remembering that correctly?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh my God, you are. Yes. Yes. It was at
Bath
CES.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. I took
Oh,
them
man.
to. It's
Did you
true,
get
I
some
took
bath
them-
bombs?
Yeah.
I took them to a bath bomb shop while we were walking to one of the the press events at CES. I was like, oh, we should stop in this store.
I hung in there for like 5
we
minutes,
bought,
but I
like,
got
bath bombs and stuff.
overstimulated and I had to go outside.
Yeah.
Now
It was
I have to
great.
go to CES to get some bath bombs. I mean, let's go.
Yes, it's true. I think it was it Travis?
Yeah, it
I
was
don't
me.
remember.
It was me, you, and Travis. Yeah.
It was Travis. Okay, yeah. He sent me a DM at one point and he was like, thanks for recommending that store. I ended up ordering more online. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't call him out for doing that, but apparently he's a bath bomb guy now.
I'm gonna put a tweet out right now. I'm gonna do it right now.
It was great.
I can
So,
safely say
yeah.
that I've never bath bombed.
You've never bath
Bro,
bombed?
Oh, no,
you're
no.
missing out, man. Just go into a Lush and be like, what do you recommend?
Yeah, this all sounds like dirty to me.
Hold on. Is Vyyyper bath bomb?
No,
Oh,
I'm
no.
a shower guy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question though. Actually, in regards to
Oh, well,
grooming and
Vyyyper,
whatnot.
you should do shower steamers.
Ooh.
See, that still sounds dirty.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to music, man. Need y'all to lay off copyright music, bro.
My bad.
That's tough, man. I don't y'all.
I
Don't worry,
appreciate
Simon.
enough
Super
super
That's
chats
chats
to
fine.
make it for it.
He's demonetized.
I appreciate the careless whisper, man. Thank you.
Hey, take it from me. I've been demonetized more than anybody else up here. You'll be fine.
We'll make up for your demonetization with super chats.
I
bro.
don't know. With all my hacker stuff that I've done on YouTube, I've gotten demonetized a ton.
Just a little bit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few.
I never
They're
get
like-
demonetized anymore.
The only
YouTube is
times I got
constantly like,
demonetized
"Stop
was when I
teaching
played
hacking."
Blackpink. Like whenever I play Blackpink on my live streams, that's when I get demonetized. Every other song that I get, nothing. As soon as I play Lisa or Blackpink, instantaneously. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
I mean, maybe it's a taste thing. They're just encouraging you to, expand from the K-pop. I don't know. Maybe it could. I don't know. YouTube is judgmental. I've heard.
Hey,
You've
Jake,
heard.
what phone are you rocking with these days?
I'm rocking with the iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Ah, okay.
as I have been since day one of
Day
the
one.
iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Do you just like the bigger size? Because I like the smaller size.
I've always gotten the bigger ones. I don't know. Sometimes I think, well, maybe I'll get the smaller one. Then I
Yeah.
don't. So
Which color did you get? I got
the natural titanium.
this is the I don't know what this is.
I guess that's the
Black.
whatever they call the black this year. I
That's
can't remember.
almost black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, the iPhone 15 black is pretty sexy.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice black. It's like, yeah, the Samsung black that they've been doing for a few years is one of the best blacks I've seen. Nothing's as good as the piano black of the iPhone 7.
That was the
But-
jet black, right? They called jet black, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, jet black, and then they had a matte black too. But the jet black, when you got it, it was like, oh, this is like candy in tech form. And then it was never as good looking again.
The Obsidian,
breathed
or
on it.
I think they call it Obsidian. The Shannon's got there for the Pixel 8 Pro is pretty nice too. The brushed finish there. So.
Yes.
Damn, what am I about to ask? I'm about to ask something I forgot. Damn it. Hey, when that happens.
Viper, is it true that Wesley Snipes follows you on Twitter?
No.
Oh, I thought he did.
I'll let you know something I
What?
don't.
No.
I'll let you know something I don't.
Wesley
No,
Snipes.
I thought he did, man.
Nope.
No, hold on here. What happened?
I mean, I do have I have a couple of famous wrestlers that follow me. I wasn't Snipes though. Nope.
Who's that one famous celebrity that follows like all of us?
John Cena probably.
John Cena. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
John Cena doesn't follow me.
he follows everybody.
Not me either.
Not me.
Oh, just send him a message and be like, "Why don't you follow me?"
Maybe I just can't see him.
He follows everybody.
I remember now. Trenton, I thought you were on Twitter talking about potentially taking your M3 MacBook back and looking at taking an M2 Ultra.
Well, after today, that is no longer the plan.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
furnace.
Whoa, what happened? What
The furnace sucked up the money.
what
Yeah.
happened? Oh.
Yeah,
Adult life happened.
I either have to
Oh.
learn how to replace the furnace on my own or pay $8,000 to have one replaced.
Yikes.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Damn.
So
That's
the
tough.
MacBook definitely went back, but I didn't get anything in return.
Oh,
Ouch. Ouch.
So,
So are we gonna GoFundMe this furnace or what, man? What's the game plan, bro?
I don't know, because there's the estimate, and then there's having to like talk to other people, because you just don't get one price from one person. Like you like go
Yeah,
talk to other people. So
got to get a couple estimates.
yeah, I'm still like 10 hours removed away from, all right, we got to figure this out.
Mhm.
But this isn't one of those, oh hey, Trent's at home freezing thing. Like, no, this is like this was like one of the rental property things I was doing with my mom. So that's the situation. So I'm not freezing at home or destitute. It's just like, damn, we were just about to put a tenant in there.
mm,
Dang.
damn.
Setbacks.
Just
So,
call it a heat stabilized apartment. Right? It's just
Well-
it's whatever temperature it is outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, do you think
Well, it's,
Casey is giving off sponsorships?
What's that? What's
Huh?
that?
No, that's just completely random. I was going through Twitter. No, never mind.
But no, basically, I'll just put this out there for anybody. Definitely 100%. If you guys are gonna be shopping for a home, house, investment property, or whatever, inspect that thing up, down, left, and right. Like, I'm telling you, you might think that you're being an asshole, but you're not. You're just doing your due diligence.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
as we're going throughout this place, because I mean, it was on the cheap side or whatever, like cheaper than a car type of deal.
Right.
That's how like the Cleveland real estate market is.
You want to know
But,
that I discovered in my place after the 5th year we lived here? We were changing out the dryer vent. The tube thing from the dryer that goes, outside, right? The whatever that thing is called. It was too short. You know what they use as a coupler to make it long enough? A coffee can. I'll send you a picture. It's hilarious. I'm looking
What?
up there. It says Nabob's, and I'm like, what did they just do?
See, man,
Coffee can.
this is not surprising to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to have I mean, I grew up in West Virginia. You don't know the kinds of things that you can do with coffee cans, with cottage cheese containers. Like so many things can happen.
Is this the same place for? What's that game that we were going to play that we got? Remember we were doing the podcast? That's the thing that you throw the thing.
Fallout 76? Yeah.
No.
Fallout 76 is set in West Virginia. That's true. My high school is in Fallout 76.
What's the game called?
Oh, wow.
Balzac or something like that? Where you threw the
Baldur's
thing?
Gate?
Did you say-
Oh yeah. I don't
Never.
remember what it's called.
I think I'm thinking of the same thing, Shannon.
No.
Okay, good.
First of all, it's the name of it's the
Wait
name of an actual town north of me. Balzac. B-A-L-Z. B-A-L-Z. Sorry. A-C.
Say it again, but super fast.
I need an adult.
Balzac.
Oh my God.
Balzac. I'm serious. Look it up. Balzac. It's a real town.
Balzac is a French guy.
I'm so immature.
I've heard he's a Balzac.
Yeah, anyway, happy birthday, Vyper.
That's Friday night, right? Friday night for you.
Look, if you don't get demonetized for the music, you're gonna get demonetized for the language. So either way, it's getting demonetized.
I just want to point out that I didn't
I
swear.
already
just wanna
dropped
say.
the F bomb. I apologize for that.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Y'all are wild. Y'all are
Well,
wild.
you
It's all good
I
though.
gave Vyper $10, so we're all good. Even if it gets demonetized, we're all good.
Yeah, Vyper was raking it in there for a while, and then everybody was like, I'm done.
All good, man.
Genosis came in with a 20, and everybody's like, I'm out.
So everybody
raised-
here, real quick. Vyper only recently discovered the Costco hot dog and pop deal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like hot dogs. I have not discovered this deal because I don't care.
Mm.
Oh.
Do you like?
Am I still friends with you?
Yeah, we can. Well, we'll figure something
Can
out.
we,
Shannon.
can we stay friends? Okay.
Yeah, Hefe, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir.
Demonetized.
Yeah, Hefe's like, I'll pay for the music. Hefe's like, what
If you really wanted, you should have said like F and demonetized, and that would have done it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, what's up, Greg? Long time no see, man. Hopefully you've been well, bro. Good to see you out there.
Brett Shooty, what up, man?
Man, good to see some people who I haven't seen in a while. Yeah. I was talking about earlier that creative thing, we get so busy, like after our channels are growing and things like that, our priorities change and we can't hang out as much as we used to. So I appreciate all of y'all hanging out tonight and just stopping through. So thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
you
man.
know, my wife is making loaded baked potato soup, and I can smell it,
Ooh.
Vyper. So I'm thinking of getting my bowl and bringing it back here. Do you guys know what loaded baked potato soup is?
Yes, that sounds
Uh,
amazing.
It's a
I know what a
soup
loaded baked potato is.
loaded baked potato.
So take a loaded baked potato, but then make it like a thick, like chowder type of, in a soup, and then you just put all the stuff on there, cheese and sour cream and chowder, and then you put some bacon bits on there. She made real bacon.
Mm.
There you go.
Oh, sounds so good.
It smells so good. I want to go upstairs right now.
Do
But I'm
you
here
think-
for
My wife
Costco.
discovered pre-cooked bacon, and now that's
What?
all I get.
What? Huh?
Yeah,
Is that like
Hormel makes
refried
like
beans?
a pre-cooked bacon. It's a pre-cooked bacon that you can just put in the refrigerator and heat up in the microwave. I don't know. I don't cook it. It's pre-cooked.
It might be okay. Like an air fryer, it might come out a little bit better.
It doesn't. It's not bad, honestly. Like usually, I'll eat bacon on like a sandwich or something. So it's like,
Oh.
not that big a deal. But yeah, I'd never seen it before, and she's a vegetarian and has been since she was 17. So that's something like 37 years, 35 years. I don't know. Anyway, she's been a vegetarian for a very long time, but she cooks me meat, and she's just finding easier, less disgusting ways to do it. Because, especially if you don't eat meat, handling bacon is gross.
Use
I
tongs.
eat meat.
Use tongs.
Bacon is bacon.
Shannon's like, I'm not shying away from a piece of bacon.
Nah, man.
Me neither.
You kidding me?
I don't
My
know. I don't
favorite
know what you
restaurant
guys
is
talking
Buffalo
about.
Wild Wings.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay,
So
so
you allowing for the bacon, huh? Not the chicken? Okay.
They just
Oh.
shut
Alright,
down
so-
the Wild
Fried
Wing here a
chicken
few
grill.
months ago. We don't have Buffalo Wild Wings here anymore. They just shut down.
No.
man, I cannot live without the Buffalo Wild Wings.
I can't either.
It
I
is
love
it is a
Buffalo Wings.
necessary evil.
got some good stuff over
For a
there.
long time, I was getting like really, really cheap or free Buffalo Wild Wings because my sister was working there and she was using my phone number anytime somebody didn't add their number to their receipt. So I was
Oh,
getting all
nice.
these points.
Okay, that's savage.
But they
That's a
finally
little.
they figured it out and they were like, "Oh, you can't do that as a waitress." So they like blocked my old phone number. So I ended
Brian?
up getting a Google Voice number and
You ain't never
had
lied,
started
Brian.
it
Wing
again.
my
Stop is where it's at, yo. Wing Stop is where it's at, Brian. You ain't never lied. That's
Have you
messed
guys
up,
seen
though.
this video? It's old of this girl freaking out in a car asking for Wingstop. Have you guys?
Oh
seen
yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah,
Oh
I've
my-
seen that video.
I've
Well,
never
I saw that
laughed
the other
so
day,
hard
yeah.
in my loss. Have you seen that?
I thought it the
All I
other day.
want is Wingstop.
She was.
Someone else put it
Yeah.
to music.
I mean, she had worked an 8-hour shift or something like, and she hadn't eaten out all day.
Her friend's name is Squid. I'm starving, Squid. First of all, you have a friend named Squid.
She was not happy, yo. She wanted her Wingstop.
It is savage. And then someone put like words to it, like it's all over TikTok. It's just, I pissed myself, man. It was so funny.
Talking about somewhat questionable food things. My university's football team is playing this year in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Not kidding.
What?
Duke's
I believe you.
mayonnaise. It's a southern mayonnaise. So if you live like above, well,
Oh, I
it
know
wasn't
what
in
Dukes
West.
is.
Yeah, so it's more well known down
have
in the
Dukes
South,
here.
Texas. Yeah, but the winning coach, the celebration for the winning coach, is to have mayonnaise poured all over him.
Ew.
Oh,
Like I
Ew.
would throw the game.
Hold on. Does he have fries on the side? Because if you ever dipped your fries in mayonnaise, that's really good.
yes, and it's delicious.
He'll throw the game, yo.
Yeah, but not all over my whole body though, man.
No,
That's not a
hell
Yeah.
no.
that's not a thing, bro. Like Gatorade is one thing, but
Yeah.
I
mayonnaise?
just gotta picture the whole like no.
Champagne,
What?
Oh, man.
Gatorade, like I don't know, but
whatever
mayonnaise,
whatever clothes you have on, that's it. Like there's a game over.
Don't worry, yo.
There's no
Yeah.
coming back from that.
and think about the cracks that it's going to go into. That
Exactly.
you have to somehow get back out.
You're gonna walk through a car
Damn,
wash.
Jason, what the hell, man?
You just have to go
Why
to the
would you
car
say
wash and
that?
like
No, we can't
hit
take
the,
you over.
hit the wand, you know?
Yo.
Come on now, dog.
You know where Jason. Damn.
So on that note,
You just
I'm
made
gonna head
Trent
out 'cause
leave.
I have dinner.
All right,
Shannon's gonna
Shannon.
go now.
I'm gonna go eat some mayonnaise or something. I don't know.
You gotta scare Shannon
I used-
away.
You have officially ruined my relationship with condiments that go on food.
Oh my God. Shannon, I appreciate you making the time. Thank you.
Absolutely,
Good to
man.
see you.
Sorry I gotta go so quickly, but I gotta go eat some food so I don't starve to death. So
Yeah, we can't have that.
That would be-
happy birthday, man.
Bye, Shannon.
Bye. It was nice to meet you, Rebecca.
You too.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
And then there was six.
And you
Right.
scared away with the mayonnaise comment. dude. What's wrong with you?
Jason.
It's just like
There's
so
always that one guy when
mind-boggling.
you go out that just ruins it, like scares away all the women. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I'm still
man.
here.
Oh, that's right back.
Y'all are
Except for you,
wild.
Rebecca. Now Zach takes his foot out of his mouth.
So Hefe,
But,
I know you've been doing a lot of tier lists and everything like that. So, well, what headphones at the top of your list lately, man? Who's running the game like that these days over there?
I mean, if you're talking about earbuds, I mean, Techniques' new ones are pretty good. Of all the names that you wouldn't expect to make it to the top of the list in 2023 for me, are Techniques and Denon, which are two of the older names
Denon.
in the
and
game
neither
as
one
far as like
are really
audio
headphone guys. Yeah.
What's that?
Neither one is really
No.
known as like a headphone brand.
Yeah, that's
But
the
aren't they
interesting
both
thing.
owned by? Aren't they both owned by whatever? I forget what like big company
Techniques,
owns.
Panasonic owns Techniques, and
Okay.
Denon I think is on their own thing because they're buying up other companies. So
Yeah, because I know Onkyo and Kenwood and several other like AVR manufacturers all got sucked up into one company like a year or two ago.
But yeah, of all the ones I would have expected, I would think, maybe Bang Olufsen or Sony, maybe, or somebody else. But yeah, I mean, if you leave it to the casual tech channels, they'll tell you it's Sony, Apple, maybe Sennheiser, but or Beats. But yeah, for me, it's Shockingly enough,
For
it's-
our audio guys, Jeff and Jason, did you guys see that Rode bought Mackie?
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
I did.
that's pretty huge.
I don't mess with either of those companies, but yeah, I saw it.
Well, here's the thing. So like Rode, my big thing with Rode is well, when Jason and I were doing the show together, and I got the arm, right, and I still have the Rode mic, the Procaster. Jason, I use it. I hook it up separately when I'm doing my voiceover work. I don't use this,
Right.
and then I recently got the Rode AI1, their single channel interface, which is
Right.
what I'm on right now. And but for Mackie, back in the day when I was DJing, my boss had a bunch of speakers, and we didn't have powers. We only had one set of powered speakers. They were the best speakers. You could never take them for your shows. They were a pair of Mackies, and he had a separate sub for it and everything like that. Other than that, I had to haul these huge PV speakers with a separate amp and everything. It was crazy. They weighed like 100 pounds each. You put them up on the tripod.
All right, I got to jump in here, you all, because we have yet another guest in the back. I got to bring in here. This woman has been literally all over the place. She's been to New York. I met her in New York earlier this year. She's been to Congress. Lord knows where else she's been. But we got to bring in one of the creators that is literally taking tech YouTube by storm right now. We got Jacqueline Dallas in the middle. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing?
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
How you
so
been?
excited to be here. Thanks for the really nice intro. And hey, everyone else in the stream. Excited to hang out with all of you.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Hello.
How's the night going?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Good. This is like the stream is popping. The group chat's going wild on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely.
Excited to be here. How's the day been?
So far, so good. What you been up to lately?
A lot of work stuff, a lot of long
I
hours,
bet.
but all good. And CS is coming up. Is anyone else going? Planning like that for the first time?
Don't know yet.
Okay, tentative maybe.
Still working on the sponsorship thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
My sponsor pulled back, so I'm pulling myself out.
Oh,
So,
interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
it's an interesting year because I feel like this is like the first year where it's like really back. Because last year, did anyone go last year?
Mm-mm.
I went the
No.
year
I had
before that.
I had a sponsor back out last year, so I was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in 2022 when everybody was like masked up and everything, and it was like you walked in and there's no LG booth. Like normally LG takes on like a quarter of the whole building, and they're
Oh.
not there. And all that was there was like a chair, and like this is where LG is supposed to be. And
That's
it was
bizarre.
It was
Yeah,
wild.
because I feel like that's the one where people are like when they think about CES, it's like LG, maybe John Deere also like with the tractor, but like those are like the main.
Oh, John Deere still had their separate thing outside, but it was very contained and just
Oh,
didn't
interesting.
feel the same. Yeah.
it's so weird to me that John Deere does CES. Like John Deere's an Iowa company.
No,
So
John
it's
Deere is
like-
sick, dude. I feel like they're secretly a tech company in a way that like people don't appreciate. Like they had self-driving before so many
Mhm.
major companies.
My family, so my dad's side of the family is all farmers and everything, northern Alberta. Everything is John Deere. So I grew up around this kind of stuff, and I've known for years about watching this and that and checking the levels and everything like that. Now they literally have machines that are going along and checking these levels, and
Yeah.
it's wild. If this technology was around when my grandfather was doing agriculture, he would cry. He would be so happy with the way things have advanced and how they're taking care of the soil and it's
Yeah.
really wild, Jason. It's really cool what they do.
I went to a farm with them like maybe 6 months ago, and it blew my mind. Like I'd never seen anything like that, and I feel like they're solving such a big problem because
Mhm.
there are gonna be like 1 billion more people by like 2050, but 30% less usable land. So we have to like figure out how to farm more efficiently, and they're using AI and tech and self-driving to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like secretly actually really cool.
Jacqueline, how did you end up getting the Spotify office tour?
Oh my god, that was crazy. Okay, so I for anyone that is watching the stream and didn't see, I'm sure most of you, I basically recently went to go tour Spotify's office. It's like part of the new series I'm launching where I like go to the big tech company and tour the office and then interview the people that like make the technology. And I basically had gone to an event with them maybe a year ago for some music launches and just like became friendly with the team and stayed in touch. And then I was doing like more interview stuff on the channel and more day in the life stuff. And it kind of feels like the office tour is like the perfect intersection of that, where it's like a day in the life because you're seeing what it's like to actually be in an office and then you're also interviewing people. So I pitched it to them like maybe a month or two ago and they were super excited about it. So they were great. They like facilitated a whole day and it was so cool to see their office also because they're obviously a major company and they have so many different places, but their New York office in particular is like the hub where so much of the stuff happens. And they had like an arcade room. They also had a music room because a lot of Spotify employees, I guess, are also musicians, which makes
Nice.
sense to me. So it was like very techie, but
Where's
very
that
cool.
office? Is that New York?
Do they
or-
pay their musicians more than they pay the other musicians?
That is a question for sure. We need like Taylor Swift back in here to like get the fair rights. It's actually, I like looked a lot into that when I was like doing the video, because it doesn't seem like there's a great like payment method for streaming in general, like, even on Apple Music. What do you like? Are you in that? Like, do you know what the solution to that would be?
I mean, Apple, I think, pays the best, but that's sort of like saying, you know, the one volcano is better than another.
It's the least worst.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I think is difficult is Spotify has sort of a graduated scale where they base it by number of streams. So they might be able to say that they pay 0.003 cents per stream.
Yeah.
But if you only get X number of streams and not over that threshold, then you don't get paid at all.
Oh, that's interesting. What's the threshold?
I can't remember exactly what it is. It's low, but still, like, those are the people that would love to have an extra $100 or $50, or whatever.
Yeah.
Having been a musician prior to digital music, and like I saw firsthand, like right up front, Napster destroy the music industry. Like I watched people lose jobs. I watched record labels stop spending money. And since it's gone over to purely digital, and a lot of artists are need to count on some money from streaming services.
Yeah.
It's really difficult because not everybody can tour. Not everybody has like all these different ways to make money. And it just becomes really, really depressing.
I kind of feel like that it's similar, and I think that they should pay artists better, but I think it's similar with like even AdSense. Like, unless you're getting like millions of views, I don't think it's like that significant of an income source. So like the musicians or like creators I've seen do it best are able to figure out like a value prop that they can offer directly to the audience to monetize. But it would be nice if they paid more, obviously.
Yeah. I think that musicians kind of get left out. They didn't as much take into like go into the streaming world or things like that as much as like gaming was an easy jump into streaming. And musicians, are kind of like, a lot of people are just old school and they wouldn't think like, oh, I can stream, or lots of people get well known from, Justin Bieber for YouTube, Christina Grimmie. People like that have, they just rose up from YouTube, but a lot of the people who make music like don't think about being on camera and that kind of thing. So I think there's an opportunity there, but it's just not become like a standardized normal thing.
Yeah, direct to consumer is the move, because I worked with a couple of channels that were trying to put their music out via YouTube and stuff, and it just kind of wasn't working. But when they started treating their YouTube, TikTok, and like the actual video content, and really making it about their audience, but also sharing their music as new music came out,
Okay.
it's such an incredible model that I've seen them succeed so much more now that they've built up this community around themselves. And now when they're going to launch a new album or a new song, they can address their audience or their community of 500,000 on YouTube and say, hey, why don't you guys go pre-save this album over on Spotify or Apple Music? And then their stuff just takes off. Yeah. And they're doing direct to consumer music, direct to consumer merchandise, and just cutting out all of the other middlemen. And to me, I think that's amazing, because that way they have control over their stuff.
100%.
But it's like, we have to kind of forget sometimes, like move past some of the more traditional ways of doing that and sort of start charting this new territory for artists to move forward. I love to see it, because at least now we're figuring out ways where artists can kind of diversify their own revenue streams and kind of take control of that stuff for themselves.
There's a lot of other opportunities too. Like licensing has always been something that people can do. And, lots of bands make money or get recognized for licensing for commercials or anything like that. But now there's such a demand for being like a library writer.
Yes.
To have stuff that people can buy for TV shows or movies, or they can get, they can use it for streamers, et cetera, et cetera. So if you can supplement your income with, writing for libraries or that kind of thing, then there's lots of opportunities, but it's that long haul to like diversify, just like any of us need to diversify how we make money so that we can, float on top. But I think Jeff is right. The beautiful thing about the internet is that all the gatekeepers are gone. The difficult thing about that is that now there's no filter, and it's really hard to get like above the noise. So I know that younger musicians who grew up with this paradigm are much more prepared to do it, but spending my whole life like just being like, oh, please record label sign me so that I can be a rock star. Like that's gone now.
Out of there. Yep.
Yeah. Although I still feel like record labels help with like mass distribution. Like there are definitely pros and cons. You would know more because I feel like the guitars on the wall prove the point that you're like much more in the music field. I did read an interesting article from the Times about Taylor Swift for like she was the person of the year.
Yeah.
And she like in the article she's quoted saying that she knew that record labels were going to try to replace her. So she tried to replace herself. So I feel like even like the top musicians kind of feel this pressure to always innovate and change what they're doing.
Yeah.
You have other things that's going on right now, like YouTube Creator Music, where artists are allowed to put their music on YouTube Creator Music, and they can we as creators, we can either buy the license or we can pay to use the song like in one video or something like that. So
yeah,
that's another outlet.
Yeah.
100%.
The thing about Taylor Swift, I mean, her career has been so masterfully designed from the get-go. I mean, if you think about it, Taylor Swift has been around for like 20 years.
Yeah, she's amazing. It's
And
wild.
She was like a little girl singing country music, and then she went over to do pop, and everybody was like, that's not going to happen. And then she's the biggest thing in the world, and then she gets bigger, and then she gets bigger, and she gets bigger. But I think part of it is from an artist standpoint, recognizing that you have to stay like one step ahead as an artist, like always kind of reinventing. Because
100%.
if you come out and do the same thing again, and somebody else has been doing it for the 2 years since you put out your last record, and everybody's been aping what you do, then you don't stand out like you used to.
Yeah, it's like the whole like what's remarkable today is like average tomorrow. I mean, I think it's the same thing on like tech YouTube. Like if you posted any videos that are getting done today, like 6 years ago, it'd be like the best thing in the world. But in order to like stay great, I feel like you always have to be innovating.
I'm about to say it sounds like a lot like being a creator.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's the person that I've seen do it the best for the longest, and this is old school reference, but Bob Dylan was like the original guy. He's known to be a folk guy, and he plays the acoustic guitar and sings these songs, and then he goes electric at the height of his success, and that's like, and people got pissed at him, and they're screaming at him at concerts, and he just kept going, like jumping to his next thing before people got tired of his previous thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to do in today's music industry, because today's music industry is about like, oh, this works, let's do it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like
it's all like YouTube. Like if you're in this niche, you talk about this. That's all you talk about, and get outside of that. Now it's not like, for example, like there's very few creators where we could watch them one day week unbox this iPhone and the next week bake a cake. For example,
100%.
Right. Like I'm talking about Justine, for example.
Yeah, Justine. Justine is the exception, but she's been doing it for like 19 years or something insane.
She came with YouTube when they started it. She was she's part of the deal.
Literally.
Yeah.
I also think that like it's kind of audience expectation. Like Taylor definitely is diverse genres, but like the value prop you get is kind of the same. Like it's going to be an excellent song with really good storytelling and personal. And so I think similarly with YouTube, like I don't know, I think about it like if you're delivering like the same feeling or transformation, and then you have more depth to play the format. Like I think Justine, people obviously watch her for like her expert opinions and good takes, but I think people also watch her because she's like so good on camera.
She's fun. It's fun to watch her videos, just like it's fun to watch yours. Like it's not like I watch your videos and it's like, did 10 minutes just go by? Like it's just okay.
Thank you.
Right. And like same thing with her. Like I watch and I'm like, did I just watch a 20-minute cake mini video?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, now I'm suddenly inspired to make cake, but it will not go well.
Exactly. But like I mean, I love watching how excited she gets, because I get the same way when I do stuff with Pixel, and it's the nerd in us, right? For example, right? So
she's just so naturally charismatic, like
Agreed.
it was funny. I was back home for Thanksgiving, and she's from Pittsburgh, which is an hour away from where I grew up. And she put these pictures on Twitter and Threads of her at like this running track that is right behind the WVU Coliseum. And I'm like, I just wanted to message her and be like, you're in my hometown, like right now, half a mile away from where I am. It was just like totally bizarre Inception kind of thing. But
I always forget that she's from Pittsburgh. I always forget
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
but
I think that's oh, go ahead, Jason.
No. Yeah.
I can say that's one of the reasons why I believe that Taylor Swift is so popular as she is, because she found a way to connect personally with her fans, and it's the same thing with Justine. Justine, you guys are talking about how charismatic she is and how excited she is when she opens up box of new technology. How many tech enthusiasts can relate to like being excited when you open up a box of new technology? So
I'm going to tell you why I'm a fan of hers now. Let me rephrase that. Why I'm more of a fan. Okay, so Vyyyper, for years you're going off about her, and I'm like, whatever, right? She's got a couple good songs, right? Okay, cool, right? Bob my head to it. And I remember back when she did country music. Like I'm that guy, right? And then I started reading more into the whole, like, why is it called Taylor's version? Like, what's the story there?
Yeah.
And I read more into it, and I'm like, holy, like, what? Right? Now I'm a fan. Like I don't want to say like huge. Like I'm like turn it up, turn it on right now. My kids come. I'm here editing. I got blasting on the.
I love that.
On the Mac speaker. They don't even make this thing anymore. The Google Mac speaker. I'm blasting. My wife, what are you listening to? I'm Taylor Swift, and I'm editing. Right? And they're like, why are you doing that? Because I am, because she's been done wrong. And does this transition look cool? Okay. And yeah, that like, that's where I am. That's where I'm at with this right now. And I'm like listening to it all the time. And because I love the story. I shouldn't say I love the story, but I feel a connection now with it. Because I like the story, and that's why I'm a fan now. So.
Even that is like a masterclass in storytelling, because I feel like most other musicians could not have got the world to understand and rally around the cause so much. But the fact that every time she posts something, it's like outdoing what she's previously done is so exciting to me, and I think it's changing the whole music industry.
And the other thing about Taylor Swift is that she Apple ran afoul of her the first time when she tried to put her music on Apple. She tried to put her music on Apple Music.
I remember that.
She felt like Apple wasn't paying her enough. So she took herself off Apple Music, and they had to write that back. They're like, even Apple had to be kidding Taylor Swift, because you don't remember.
And I think it was for the other artists. I don't even think, like, I think on principle it was like they weren't paying her, but I'm pretty sure that it was because other people were not getting paid.
Yep.
So like she can use her influence to actually affect the whole music industry.
And now they got the whole NFL thing, and people are upset about that. I'm not sure why that is, but
dude, people be dumb. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I don't get it.
I think it's funny because the worlds collide in this very bizarre way. Like now, Jason and Travis Kelce's podcast is like super popular, whereas before it was just like two big guys talking about football. And it's still two big guys talking about football, but it's like all over the place. But the thing that's really okay, so the guy who runs Spotify, the CEO of Spotify, he has more money than like most other CEOs in the tech space. Like he personally makes more money. And so the thing that bothers me is it feels like, the same thing happened to Black musicians and writers in the 50s. And, it's just always been this, somebody's making a lot of money, but it's never the artist, and I would love to, and that's why I'd like to see Taylor Swift sort of advocating from like the highest peak. She advocates for people. Will it actually trickle down? I mean, I would hope so, because there's clearly room for more people to make a little bit more money. But that's sort of the problem that we have these days with, being a CEO for a major company is, it's a huge, huge paycheck.
It's interesting too, because it's similar on YouTube, right? Like I think the creators that do best are like entrepreneurial also, because if you're not, then like don't you kind of feel like that's just like every creative industry ever? Like people see that you're talented and then they try to use that if you're not entrepreneurial yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. We were having a conversation on Coffee Talk about how brands take advantage of creators because the creators aren't as entrepreneurial, to your word, Jacqueline, as entrepreneurs are, and the creators don't know that there are certain things that you should allow a brand to have some say in, and there's some things that you shouldn't allow a brand to have say in, depending on if they're willing to pay you real money or not.
100%.
I'm working on a thing right now with one brand. We're kind of going back and forth. It's really friendly. Basically, I gave them a proposal for CES kind of thing, and they kind of came back with the typical, we don't have budget. And I was thinking to myself, yes, you do. Because I've seen the other moves you made and whatnot, and plus we've done this in the past. And so I came back with, let me leave you with this. And it's kind of I have a very hard time seeing them kind of pass it up, but it should be interesting how that kind of works. But they immediately went to the whole, but we can send you all this stuff, and I'm thinking, I can't pay my mortgage with that. Like, I need this, and like just kind of kind of thing, right? I mean, yeah, send me the stuff, I'll take it, but I mean, still, I can't pay my bills with this kind of stuff. So yeah,
I think the interesting thing about YouTubers and sponsors is very similar to, again, like, we're talking about record labels and, bad deals that anybody, like, young people will sign the bad deal because they think it's like the first step to, their superstardom. But then they realize that the record label is like taking all of the money that they gave them out of their share of the sales.
100%.
And still like taking their share, the record label share as well. So they're like making money twice off of these people. And
I think it's tough when you're in a really saturated field too, where like there are a million people that would sign that contract.
Yeah.
So then you don't but I think it's like an abundance mindset thing. Even like with a brand deal, like if you're willing to walk away, then I feel like you approach it so much differently than like if you really wanted to close. Like I feel like whoever cares less is the person that ultimately has the leverage in the deal.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like I think because everybody's so isolated on YouTube, we all make our content basically like alone in a room. And so we don't have the camaraderie all the time of being able to talk to peers and have these different things going on where we can sort of, have the water cooler chat about what other people are getting and how. And so I think a lot of people will just take whatever's offered.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And
that's the big thing with creators. They out there, they're taking whatever is offered to them, and they're not really thinking about the ramifications or whatever, or if they should or shouldn't do it. They just, since they're like their first offer, they're just jumping at it, and it's kind of crazy. Yucky, appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. I know. There's a lot of good stuff happening at Vid Summit, so hopefully you were able to use some of that and do your thing out there. What's up?
Love that.
Man.
I love that there's like a community here for your birthday. That's such like the perfect way to spend a birthday.
Yeah, I like to do this every year just to bring people together and come together and have a talk and catch up with people I haven't seen in a year or whatnot. So it's always fun.
This is what Friday Night Vibes used to look like all the time. There used to be like 10 or 12 people all the time in the stream or whatever it was. What was
it's so impressive.
What was the max back in the day when we used to use Hangouts?
I think it was still 10 or 12. I don't know.
Yeah, navigating and like hosting a room of that size is not easy. I'm very impressed that you always like do it effortlessly.
I'm doing my best, although I see Rebecca's over there being quiet. Rebecca.
Yes.
What's going on?
Hello.
Have you?
Hi.
Have you, Rebecca? You're pretty close to, or if you not have already hit 1,000 subscribers. Have you had any brands reach out to you about stuff yet?
No, I just hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yes, thank
That's
you,
awesome.
thank you. So okay, but did have some thoughts when you guys were talking about brand deals and stuff. So in the gaming space, I do see a lot of gaming creators being taken advantage of because there's also, especially within like as a live streamer, as a gaming live streamer, there's this definite culture that is perpetuated of like, oh, you only do it for fun, and it's you don't do it to make money, and you're just here to make friends and have fun. And then like if you take brand deals and stuff like that, people think that you're a sellout, that you're greedy and things like that. And so people will just like take anything, and they don't know, like Jason said, like we're all kind of like doing this on our own, and so we really don't know what a good deal is or not. And people will like these big games that provide a lot of these supplies and equipment for gaming, like Logitech. Like if like the Logitech Twitter accounts talk to a streamer, like a gaming streamer, we're like, oh my god, Logitech noticed me. We will do like anything. We will do like anything for Logitech, right? Like we just want to get noticed. So I think that culture definitely needs to change.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it's communication, man. That's why I kind of host these spaces like this so we can come together and communicate and tell each other what's going on out there. Not trying to get everybody's business and things like that, but just letting people know that, listen, that brand offering you what, and you can do better than that. That brand wants what
They
from
need you more than
they need us more than we need them. So we need to communicate better. I would say that for real.
Also, like ideally, you're both getting great things out of the relationship. Like,
yeah,
I think the worst situation is that like it's like, oh, like the brand's trying to like use me. Like ideally, you want to work with brands that are super excited to work with you, that you're also really excited to work with.
And not just one time. I always talk about starting a relationship with the brand so you can work with them more than once, so it can be an ongoing relationship. I think that's the best way to move about it.
Yeah, and they're all like people at the end of the day. Like almost every single brand that I've worked with has been like amazing, and I actually end up being friends with the people because I feel like if there's alignment on the project that you're doing and the value that you're bringing, that it's actually kind of an exciting thing to get to collaborate on.
And there's nothing wrong with I guess it depends on your approach. It doesn't have to be transactional right away. For example, like Vyyyper and I, we're both fans of Nomad, right? Like Vyper's got the watch band on that matches this, for example. And so like we'll do stuff like that because we like the brand. I used to back Nomad back when they had the whole charge key thing and everything like that, and the wallet thing. In fact, look at this. This is one of their original projects right here. This
Dude, certified OG.
Yeah, check it out. So that's got the micro USB. Do you guys remember micro USB?
Nice. Yeah.
And but this is the second generation key. They also did this in Lightning. I was just reminded today because I saw the video with him and with Noah and Brian, the two owners there, who I know personally. But I also worked with them when I worked at Cellular as well, and doing accessories. So I backed them as a fan, and then I sold their stuff on a professional level with a distributor. And now I have a relationship here. And it's to the point now where, that something new will come out and I'm like, send it to me because I'm a fan, right? And they keep on upping the quality and they've integrated themselves so well with the tech community. And then I also have similar relationships where it's very similar, where I was a fan or I purchased their stuff before, and now it's turned into, okay, Zach, we want to pay you to do this campaign or whatever, right? So now we have kind of both relationships, right? So it's both here kind of back and forth kind of thing, and then also, okay, here's a transactional because we need this campaign done kind of thing, right? So you kind of I don't think there's a black and white answer for every brand thing. There's definitely levels of gray, but like stop doing stuff for free when you know that you have the power, and know that there's tons of other brands out there. And you know what, make yourself a list like I have, like a spreadsheet of your last conversations and whatnot, and when they come back to you, when you've got a few more thousand subs or maybe more exposure, or you've done something different, play that card. Hey, remember when? And just see what you can get out of it, because I've done that and it works out. So
hey, how you doing, sir? Good to see you, Renee.
Yeah, Renee Ritchie is in the house.
Another
Renee.
Canadian.
I got a spot for you if you want it.
I remember when I first started and I was doing gaming headsets. Like my goal when I first started was like, I just want to get the headsets for free. And then like, I think that was a different YouTube, because we're talking like 2015, 16, 17, like that was a whole different deal. Mm-hmm. And then you recognize that there is a value to you and your audience. And it's really hard, because I think it is okay to start out. Like if you've just hit your 1,000 subs and your 4,000 watch hours, maybe having a relationship with a brand that you like and that you use, and you contact them through Twitter or however it is easiest to contact them, just beginning that relationship might be like something like that might be the perfect way to break the ice and kind of just get in the door.
Yeah.
But for me, like I ended up just not being comfortable with that stuff. Like I kind of,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up this year just having I got a business manager who handles like all my sponsorship stuff.
So you can be a creator. That's great.
Yeah. And he brings me the deals and he asks me questions about what I want. And I sort of laid down the things that were important to me in terms of what I would and wouldn't do in a deal. And so I never have to have that conversation.
Yeah.
He has it for me, but that's something that
stress off your shoulder, man. That's great.
Yeah.
You've talked about this many times, like in the past. I remember that, like, You need to be a creator. Jason needs to be a creator, and you seem a lot happier for it. I'm glad you got that done, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's freed me up to think about more and different things and other ways to make money. Like, it's,
yeah, I think it also depends on like what you want. Like, I personally find like the entrepreneurship aspect super exciting and fun, and like building a business. And I also find like the creation aspect really fun. And I think I'd be really unfulfilled if I was just doing one or the other. But
Right.
I definitely feel like there are some people on the platform that are so talented creatively and hate entrepreneurship, and it's really cool that there are companies now that can come in.
Do you
and
have
help with that.
Do you mind if I ask? Do you have a
Yeah.
business manager or someone that does that kind of stuff for you? Or
I do both. I've recently started working with one of my best friends, amazing guy, Josh Kaplan, and their whole team, and they're all great. And then I also do some brand deals, but I think like the goal is to build kind of like a tech media company, and they're really great with that.
Woo! Where have I heard this before? Where have I heard this before? You out here to become the female Marquez, aren't you? Woo, boy. See?
I don't know, dude. He's pretty amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He just turned 30 last week. You see
He
that?
did.
Yeah.
All these December babies, man. We're all like clutched together here.
something happens. Something happens in April, I guess. March, April.
That was quick math. I'm
Yeah, springtime, man. It's the
coast. I mean, Jacqueline could take New York, and Marquez can have New Jersey, and you guys can kind of split it that way, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
nobody wants New Jersey.
I don't know, dude. I gotta say, some of my best friends are from New Jersey, and I feel like there are pros and cons. New York, though, is like energy like 10,000. Like, but I don't think you could ever get Marquez's office space in New York without it being like 10x the price.
Yeah, I lived in New York for 11 years,
Ooh.
from 93 to 2004.
So fun.
And like, it was a great time, but it's so weird to go back to New York, because New York is a town that constantly like turns itself over, right?
True.
And so I remember going, I think it was 2018 or maybe 2019. Samsung had an event in Brooklyn, and then the after party was in Williamsburg, and I lived in Williamsburg for most of the time that I lived there.
Okay.
But I walked out of that club, and I was in the neighborhood I lived in for like 7 years. I had no idea where I was. Like, no landmarks, nothing. It's dark. And I'm like, where is Bedford Avenue? Like, how do I at least get to there? And then like that was totally different. So New York is always just completely recreating itself. And yeah, it's a super fun town. Like, I tell people, I loved living in New York in my 20s into my 30s. But there are certain things about, like, so we had our daughter in 2003, and it was kind of like, okay, there are things that I want to be able to do and to provide and that kind of thing for my kid and my family that are just way above my pay grade in New York City.
Yeah.
All right, let me interrupt this real quick, because we need to address this. Zach, thank you for bringing this up here. No, Tony, we don't click on LinkedIn email, my dude. That's a bad way to go. That's quick when you get hacked, my guy.
Yeah.
It might even be like a lot of brands will do this. They're trying to up their Amazon score. So by clicking the link, it might go to Amazon, but now you've put a cookie and and they have no intention of sending you anything anyway. They just want to get the click.
They're
So
click farming, yeah.
Don't click it.
Oh, really? Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, just don't click stuff, and
Just don't click.
Just don't click stuff, because they're the way that creators are being targeted now is so much worse than it's ever been before. So if if you have any questions, whether it's Tony or Rebecca or anybody who's just starting to having people reach out to them, please reach out to Vyyyper, reach out to myself. My DMs are open. I will walk you through how to secure your stuff and how to, some of the best practices. We got people like Liron that really know their stuff, and he's even offering now a free security course.
Yep.
So
legit.
You really got to make sure you're locking.
Speaking of security,
hold on, Zach.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we go any further, y'all, we have been joined by a Friday Night Vyyyper legend.
Who?
The man, the myth, the legend has come back. Renee Ritchie is here. What's up, Renee?
No way. Oh my God.
Hello, friends.
Hey,
Happy birthday, Vyyyper.
here now. All right.
Thank you, Renee. How you been, man?
It's a who's in.
Good.
Renee, I'm actually genuinely so happy to see you. That's just like
You too.
added extra serotonin. How's your night?
Good now. I got all you guys with me.
Yeah, the studio looks great. Lighting.
Yeah, dude.
Very
It's a new
Yeah, I
setup that
know.
doesn't quite work yet.
I like
the
it.
monitor in front of me just keeps saying no SDI signal.
Oh no. It looks good.
You got
It
your
does.
festive lights going. You got the green and the orange, almost red there.
It's supposed to be blue. I don't know what's happening. The whole world's going topsy-turvy.
How have you been? Have you been in Canada or been traveling a lot for work?
I've been traveling like almost every second week lately.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he
God.
travels a lot, man.
Where was the last place?
San Bruno, so San Francisco.
Oh wait, I think was this like yesterday? Like there was like a YouTube conference.
No, but there's like a bunch of YouTube conferences all the time. Google is like event silly. Like there's like so many YouTube things going on and so many.
Yeah, they're killing it. I
Um,
just saw like Colin and Samir were at one. I think it was in SF.
That was Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was Asian creators. They were honoring all the Asian creators who blazed the path for
Oh wow,
everyone who's come now,
that's awesome.
which is kind of awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, they got something next week now that I got invited to in San Francisco. So I was like, cool, I'm down.
Yeah. And Sam
Yeah.
from Wendover just hosted one in Colorado, and Jacqueline's hosted a couple now, I think.
Renee's
Yeah.
gonna give you tickets to the next one somewhere in Canada, right?
Okay.
There's no tickets. Like all you got to do is sign up.
Show up. Yeah.
So when's the Iowa event?
Like you guys got too many cities. Like in Canada's got like 3 cities, so it's really easy for us to keep track.
That's true. Stop it! Don't tell me Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal.
We,
There's a whole
we had
thing in
7.
between,
We had 7 football teams for a long time, and 2 of them had the same name.
Rough Riders, the Rough Riders versus the Rough Riders. Yeah, that was a good time. I remember that. Yeah.
Canada's like a country.
Yeah.
And what's with the 5th down? Like like all
No,
these
3
different
downs.
rules. 3 downs.
3
Yeah,
downs.
that's right.
It's like
And
no,
you can
I still don't get it. I don't get it.
Just
you
take a
can
line.
run toward the line.
Yeah.
Like it's very strange.
Oh,
Wait,
I
is
would
that-
love to
is that
watch
different
Vyyyper
than
race
American
to Canadian
football?
Yeah.
Yeah, Canadian football.
Like literally, Jacqueline, I'm not trying to be like dirty here. Our balls are bigger up here for football.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
Jeff was ready
Is
with
it-
that one.
You got to tone that down. No,
Is it is
no,
it a big
no.
sport in Canada, like in the same way it is in America?
No, you guys are definitely bigger on it.
Because it's
yeah.
hockey, right? For you guys,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always
hockey is
And
much
curling.
cooler, to be
And
honest.
curling.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Oh, curling.
curling.
Hurry.
early.
Push
I had
the
to pick a
rock
sport, I feel
down
like
the ice. Push the rock
How
down
many
the
versions
ice.
of shuffleboard are there? Has anybody ever counted? Like, just how many versions of shuffleboard
Many.
that humans have invented?
Yeah.
There's more than one.
Yeah, well, and then you've got Italian bocce,
Yeah,
Is
it's
this-
like
is
all
this
the same
one?
thing.
Yeah, that's
People like to
right.
throw things and see who can throw things the closest to the other things.
Horseshoes.
Trent, what are you
where I
doing
came
over there,
from.
Trent? Like, are you like setting up a new setup? What are you going on over there, Trent? What you doing over there, bro?
I'm adulting.
That's your adulting.
Nah, I've had a bunch of like interruptions and stuff going on. So yeah.
Somebody's got to keep an eye on TJ.
Right.
TJ
Renee, do you
text
play-
messages. Just yeah.
Do you play hockey or football, like either of the sports?
No, I played them all in school, and then
Oh.
I quit school and I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu for like 10 years.
That's so
Really? You did
cool.
wow, Jitsu.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Renee.
You're such a badass. That's sick.
Don't mess with Renee, yo. Don't mess with him.
Yeah, well, no, like Renee is like quietly amazing at so many different skills. Like you'll just be like,
Actually,
casual
Georgia's
conversation with
husband
him.
just got his 3rd-degree black belt from Henzo Gracie.
Oh,
Wow,
Yeah.
that's badass.
lethal. That is lethal.
Yeah.
So Renee, where are you traveling to next? Are you on a CES, Renee?
I don't think so. Like, there's going to be a YouTube dinner, like that
Oh, I didn't know that.
Andrew Edwards is hosting. So
Damn
like,
it!
best,
That
best
is,
case,
he asked for my email. Yeah, okay.
Damn.
yeah, best
Okay.
case, I'll pop in for that. But it's just so. Here's the thing about CES. When you start working in tech, that's all you want to do is go to CES. And the first time you get to go, you take every bit of swag they offer you, and you go home with like a giant bag over your head like this with stuff like
That's
you
gonna
never
be
use
me
again.
this year. Yeah.
And then the next year, you're like, I'll only take a little bit. And the next year, I like a little. And then eventually, you get to a point where it's like, I am never going to CES again. I am never taking another. I remember what like Jason Snell and I were sitting at the back of an auditorium, going, "We're never coming here again.
Yeah.
We're never coming here again."
I'm so
And then
selective now.
and then the people like the new fresh people are like, "I want to go to CES." And you're like, "Go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pass the torch. This is my first year ever going, Renee. So I really hope you come.
Oh,
It's your first
I
year?
thought you'd been before.
I know, never have been. This is gonna be
Oh,
first one.
okay.
So expectations are high. I've also been getting a lot of advice to like get a flu shot right before.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Like-
patient zero.
Yeah.
Like CES is
Pack the
incident
most
zero.
comfortable shoes you have. Damn,
Okay.
whatever. Seriously, take whatever comfortable shoes you have. No one's gonna care. You will thank me later. Trust me.
Okay. Wow. Is it like a 10,000 steps a day type place?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
dude,
it's
more than
More
that.
than that.
So I'm
Yeah.
a fat guy.
10,000 easy.
2000.
I'm a fat guy. This is my event to get into shape, and it usually works out. I usually lose about 4 to 5 pounds. in
Oh
that
yeah,
week.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
there-
I was 2020 was my first year at CES, which was not the greatest year to go to CES
Yeah,
because
no.
like everybody came with COVID and gave it to everybody who was already here.
Yeah, you guys were like the outbreak central.
Yeah. But I remember like the third afternoon, my legs were hurting so bad. I was so tired and so burned out that I went to see Star Wars. I think it was it wasn't The Last Jedi. It was the last one, Rise of Skywalker, I think.
Okay.
Anyway, I went to see Star Wars at a theater that was close to the convention center, and I fell asleep through the whole thing.
I remember
Oh
you
my
told me that.
God.
I'm like, you went to CES to go watch Star Wars and you fell asleep. I mean, points for Star Wars because I mean, right? But I mean, still.
Yeah,
One year we did, I think, 60 videos from the show, including Georgia being
my God.
tased and then taking on Quentin Rampage Jackson.
What?
Oh my God.
Those
Wait,
are
what's
two
the
things that-
story there? How
Yeah.
did that happen?
There was an iPhone case with a taser built into it, and she's like, how hard is it? And they're like, we'll show you. She's like,
Oh,
okay.
Oh my God.
And then
I
Quentin
remember
had
that
his own
case.
iPhone case. Yeah.
Georgia.
I remember seeing that case demonstrated in a video, and I was like, "That's just a bad idea."
I can't believe that they had that. And
Yeah, right?
like, that's bizarre.
You can't believe they had the iPhone to have all types of accessories. No, what the hell they have on iPhone?
Oh,
Yeah. But I feel like you can't sell that, right? Like they don't even let you like get like pepper spray in New York.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think it ever made it to market, but it definitely got some attention. I remember it sort of blowing up the Twitters and stuff for a little bit.
What do you guys
But,
think is going to be
memories.
the announcement this year? Like, what tech category is going to be like the one that gets like the most hype?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Anything AI really?
Yeah, AI is going to be probably dominating.
Yeah, that and EV is probably going to dominate.
that's
Ooh,
true.
good
That's
point.
Yeah, for the car side.
EVs for sure.
One of my
Jacqueline,
favorite memories is the year the Galaxy Note first came out, and you walked into a room and everyone got one. It was a free one on every table.
Oh my
And
God.
Dieter's wife worked for Palm back then, and she took the Palm Veer, which was a tiny one, and stacked like 5 of them on the back of the Galaxy
that's
Note.
funny. Hey, Jacqueline, what are your thoughts on EV? Any interest there?
Oh, yes. I went to a Ford event recently. It was really cool for their EVs. And that's like my first introduction to them / like Tesla. Have you guys used Revel? Like it's basically like an Uber equivalent, but it's only Teslas.
No, I mean,
Okay. I don't know if it's only available in New York, but one of my best friends in New York had like a promo with them where everything was like half off for the month. And so I was using them for a while. And that was like my first experience actually being in a Tesla. So definitely would like to cover it more this year. I think it'd be cool to like cover Ford and see how they run their factories. But excited to see it in person this CES.
A lot of the Uber drivers. Well, I'm in the Bay Area, so a lot of the Uber drivers here have Teslas. Yeah.
It's actually crazy. I went to California recently, and every single Uber on that trip was Tesla. I was like,
It's the Bay Area Camry.
yeah.
It really is, dude. Renee is not kidding. I'll pull up into a like if I go down the street and I'll pull up to a light, I can be literally surrounded by Teslas. It's so crazy.
That's wild.
And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm the only car you can hear in the whole area.
See more of them here. in
It's
Calgary,
just like deathly silent, and then the burble of just V8
of the exact opposite.
Has anyone tried taking a ride in one of those driverless cars?
Oh, we did that at CES in 2020.
Yeah.
They had what was it? What kind of car was it? It wasn't a Tesla.
It's a
Vyper,
Lyft.
didn't you do one of them too? It was a BMW, I think.
no, I did not do. I did not.
I remember it was
was a
Lyft,
BMW.
but I don't remember what kind of car it was. I remember it was Lyft.
Ooh,
Android stud, Leo,
Hey.
bro. I
dropping the
appreciate you, Leo.
gauntlet.
Thank you, man.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Leo coming in here heavy. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
What about you guys? Who's your favorite like electric vehicle brand right now?
Oh man,
I still got to rock with Tesla just because of the supercharger network. Even though I know they're about to share it a little bit more here next year, but
Rivian has me intrigued because of
Yeah, if
John.
I had to get one, I'd get a Rivian.
Yeah, because John for Lakers, John
John
Reddinger, coverage. Yeah, that's been really good.
see, I keep like, I was like, oh man, that Rivian is cool. Maybe I'll get one of those.
I mean, it's a
And
truck.
then I looked at the price. I was like, oh shit.
You know who's really,
Yeah,
who's like,
really, right?
you know who's
Like you're
nearby
like jump
here?
scared by the price.
Yeah, it's
Like
like,
down the street from me. Well, down the street the other way is the actual Tesla factory, but down the street the other direction is Lucid. So we always get
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lucid cars going up and down right here in my neighborhood. So those are pretty sweet as well. Like if you ever see them in person, the fit and finish looks like a whole notch above like a Tesla Plaid. I'm like, wow, like they really nailed that stuff, like the materials and the feel and stuff. But yeah, I think if I had to, I don't know, if I was gonna get one right now, I think I would go with one of those Rivian trucks because I don't know.
They look good.
Yeah, they look great, man.
Yeah, so I've driven a Chevy Volt, and we have a BMW plug-in hybrid, and I've driven Prii, I guess is the plural of Prius. And I like them all, but I've never done like a full electric vehicle. And I've always been intrigued. I almost bought a Tesla when we bought the last round of cars that we got for the family. I wanted to buy a Tesla really bad, but there was no Tesla dealership closer to me than Chicago, and that's 3.5 hours. And there were 3 Tesla like supercharging stations in the state.
Yeah, that's an irresponsible purchase then.
I was like,
hey, damn.
This might have to marinate for a while before I go for that, because they were almost spread out, like at the eastern end of the state, the middle of the state, and the western side of the state, and there was like just about 300 miles between each of them. And I was like, I mean, I know the network that there's other chargers like within the network that you can get to, but those were the ones on Tesla's map, and I was like, okay. That's for later.
Like,
So
can I make it home?
Exactly.
I know how Jason feels about it, but I'm curious how the rest of you all feel about the Cybertruck. Like whatever.
I don't know.
So I'm like this because I've seen it in person multiple times because of where I live, and I already thought it was ugly, and it's a very meme thing. After seeing it in person, I think it's uglier.
Oh my god!
So, but that's just me. I'm not trying to be a pessimist. This is just me, and so I'm just like, it's just not my cup of tea. So, and I'm just honestly shocked that it got past any of the, like safety.
Yeah,
it won't in the yield,
stuff,
though, right? Like it's got no crumple zones, so they keep.
Yeah, to me,
Marquez was saying that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm just like, wow. All right. I mean, I even watched Marquez's video just to kind of really get a more in-depth look at it. And there's just a lot of red flags for me on that vehicle.
It looks like, those tin sheds that people put in their backyards.
Yes.
It kind of looks like one of those tin sheds on wheels with the roll up door. It's just, I don't know. Whenever I hear truck, I feel like there has to be a practical truck like use for it. And I just don't see that vehicle being very practical in a truck way.
Yeah. F-150 the closest, I would say.
We got another guest inbound, y'all. We got another guest inbound.
Ooh.
It's been a while since this man has been here, but he's back tonight for your boy Vyyyper. We got to bring in the B-roll himself, Travis MCP. What's up, sir?
What is going?
We were talking about you earlier.
Where are you? Why? What did I do?
Snubs was here.
I didn't do it. Where'd she go?
She had to go eat.
Yeah, she had to go. We were talking about how we went bath bomb shopping with her at CES.
Indeed, and I bought some of the best bath bombs that could be bought.
We heard.
They were
How you been,
absolutely fantastic.
How you been?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Happy birthday. Of course, I'm out here doing crazy stuff and then looked and saw your DM from 2 hours ago, and I'm like, oops.
You're not eating bath bombs for a video, are you?
I'm telling you, I'm trying to live this life, but then I forgot all about it. I'm like, listen, I can't let my man Vyyyper down. He would never let me down.
I appreciate you.
Bath bomb sounds like drugs, like bath salts, but in
that's what they did. That's what they did back.
It's a drug for your skin, sir.
I'm just terrified Travis going to eat one for a video.
Nah, I don't like
demonetized.
Yeah, if it wasn't already. But also shout out to the legend, the poets in the chat.
Yeah,
salute to my guy Terrence. What's up, bro?
What's up, dog? Appreciate you, Terrence. Thank you, sir.
I wanna hang out with Terrence again. I feel more important when I'm around him because he talks like this to everybody.
Yeah, that's the smoothest voice in tech, bro. He owns TikTok.
It's so good.
So, Vyyyper, I want you to put up his hello there again, real quick.
Wait, this one?
Yeah, look at that avatar. Look at that picture. I mean, it's like straight out of an AT&T ad. This guy is on point.
I think he did an AT&T.
He did a Verizon commercial.
Verizon commercial.
Did he? That's awesome.
He did. Yeah.
He told me about it. He said this is public information, but he told me they had him for like 8 hours They end up using like 5 seconds for it, but he still got paid the same.
Yeah,
So
pay,
that's all that counts, right?
Dude, that's like efficient editing. That's like when you film a video for like an hour and then cut it down to like a 7-minute upload.
Yeah.
Yo, Manir, I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for the super chat, man. I see you out there crushing it with the short form content, yo. Keep up the good work.
Love that.
I remember when Samsung asked me to like let them use part of my Note 9 video.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they were like, yeah, we'll give you $500. I'm like, yeah, that's great. And I was the only creator featured that did not get on the screen. They just used my voice.
But what was the quote? It was really good. What was the quote?
Yeah, I forget what it was. It was
the F pen sealed the deal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
You weren't on screen, but we heard your voice. We're like, that's smooth, man.
I was like, I feel this is ageist. Like all these young people are getting in the video, and I am relegated to.
But did the quote that they used from you, were you on A-roll at that point, or was it like a B-roll and they just like really liked the soundbite?
It was A-roll, but they just
used it as
lifted
B-roll.
the audio. Yeah.
They showed the pen, and they had Jason's like the S pen.
Oh, okay.
Going across, it was so quick, and I'm like, wait, did I just what? Was that Jason?
That actually did happen to me though, Jacqueline, where I was talking and it was B-roll happening.
Okay.
So that was the section that they took for like a piece of short form ad.
Yeah.
But I got paid full price, so I was like, hey, listen.
Yeah, well, your voice is part of your likeness, so
that's it.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, they still sent the check, so I was.
Yeah, you're getting paid to narrate.
Yeah, that was good. And then they stopped inviting me to all their events.
Oh, stop it!
They did.
I mean, it's true.
What events do you guys have coming up outside of CES?
No, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what the S24 Ultra is going to be. I won't be there, but I'll be watching the event. Yeah, because I was just talking. We taped the podcast today, and Adam and I were talking about like, I think this is going to be the year of like phone AI, like not just the sort of helper AI that's already there, but like the generative AI. Like, Google's already showing Genesis, and I think Samsung's going to be pushing a little bit of AI with their phone coming up as well. So
I think we're going to see a little more. I don't want to say catch up, not like the content, like catch up, but like I mean, like for example, like so Google does the 8 Pro this year, and for example, they have like best taken here, which is a really cool feature. Which is how many times we've all been in a group thing and. You got so and so looking off this way, or a kid walks in, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like relatable. Or we take a video and it's like a loud car, and you can take that out, right? The magic, like so. This is all like relatable, like cool AI stuff. Nobody else is doing that, so I think we're gonna see like Sammy come to the table and Apple, maybe Apple, and who knows whoever else with like AI that's not going to freak people out to think Terminator, this and that. It's going to be useful stuff. And meanwhile, Google's already probably 10 steps ahead right now going, okay, here's the next thing we're going to do. Right. That's the way I think things are going to go in 2024. But
I do have to say
this is good. This is good for consumers because you got people with Samsungs going, how come I can't do that? And you got my parents, for example, going, how come Apple doesn't have a folding phone? They're like, listen, Mom, you just learned how to use iMessage. Like you're in no condition to fold the phone. I mean, still, right? So, I mean, it should be really cool to see everybody kind of catching up to that kind of stuff.
I love that I get to say this because it's always the opposite. But Google announced with this new Genesis thing that
Gemini,
the Gemini, that's right, yeah, the Pixel will now be able to be used as a webcam. And I was like, oh, Apple already did that.
Oh yeah. So for a long time it was hardware locked, and now it's just a software lock where we can finally plug in this little adapter right here, USB-C, and I can finally use my extra Pixel phones as an extra camera for my shows here for live streams and everything like that. I've been able to do that for years with my iPhone with one of these little adapters, right? I mean, we all know this, right? So and here's the thing though, you could actually do with every other Android except for Pixels. Now you finally can.
Yeah, so you could do that with LG since back in the day.
Yeah,
exactly. Remember when LG did phone?
Speaking of iPhone, Renee, you got your iPhone 15 Pro Max, right?
Yep.
How are you liking it?
So I don't want to like get dour on your podcast, but like I'm watching like the phones. The phones are super interesting, and we nerds love them. But there's two trajectories for iterative technology. You become cars, which everybody still loves because vroom vroom. So the cars have been around forever. Every car is an iterative car, but people love them. Like there's a new this, there's a new that. Car YouTube, huge. Every year there's a new refrigerator. Nobody cares.
Ooh, that is such a good thing.
So are they going to find a way to make phones like cars, where for the next and maybe not phone, like whatever the phone becomes, like for the next 10 years, where every year like nerds like us are still like, but vroom vroom. Even if like everybody doesn't want to buy a phone every year, like we still love the cool stuff they're doing. Or is it going to be like fridges, where it's just like I had an ice maker for 10 years now? I mean, like I don't know.
That is such a smart take. Oh my god, yes.
So phones would have to become an experience, like cars are an experience.
I think that's a place where Apple Vision Pro could move things forward. Like maybe not Apple Vision Pro as it comes out next year, but like that could be the trajectory that gets people like excited about the tech
thing. Do we honestly think that Vision Pro is going to become a thing? I mean, we're sitting alone in our houses with a headset on. Are you kidding me?
I do that now. What are you talking about?
So the only difference is the headset.
Yeah. You just
right over there every time. I got my Meta Quest 3 right over there. I do that all the time.
Travis, how you liking that Meta Quest 3, by the way?
It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. And it's taken up I don't use it every single day, but the days that I do use it, it's great, man. It gets me a little bit of exercise when I'm dodging zombies and whatnot, and it's great stuff. I mean, there's a lot of I was talking to someone yesterday about AR being, it used to be like AR, VR, then VR overtook, and he's like, you know what, I think he's kind of right. AR is the kind of thing that's coming back. Like VR was this midway point, and AR is the thing, because if you look at MetaQuest, the big selling point now is the color pass through and these games you play in real life, right? That's now the next level. It used to be the VR, or you're somewhere else, but now it's like, no, take this and put it AR. And Apple's already doing that. They're already like, this is what this is going to be, and people are just starting to realize it. It's a little clunky. This is iPhone 1.0 version of AR, but they might be right. AR is kind of the thing. Don't tell Jern, because he's been saying that for years. He goes, I've been saying that for years.
What's up, Jacqueline?
I feel like it's like because VR takes you completely out of your environment and AR just enhances it. And I feel like based on the fact that we were in lockdown and all these other things, like no one wants to be like completely taken out, but if it enhances your environment, then that's awesome. It also shows like how ahead of its time Google Glass was. Like that project was so early, it's wild.
Yeah.
Jack, have you had a chance to mess with the MetaQuest at all?
Not the MetaQuest, but I saw the Vision Pro like last year maybe at the original keynote, but I haven't tried it yet. But I'm excited about it. What do you
Before we go any further, it is time to test the limits of StreamYard bandwidth, because we have the last space about to be taken by the woman who loves to save the day, Shelly. What's happening?
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Okay, so we're gonna fix this actually. Shelly, first of all, hi.
Hi.
Well, Vyyyper, I gotta go, man. So we're gonna make it nice and even. People are like looking at this right now, and their OCD's going off. They're going, oh, no space here. No, I'm gonna leave because first of all,
Was it something I said?
Exactly. I love you, Shelly. I love you. You know,
the boot wall.
With all due respect, respectfully.
Exactly. But two reasons. One, potato soup, loaded baked potato soup, and two, it's family movie night. You gotta watch a movie. Gonna watch a movie. I think we're gonna
enjoy that. You gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Police Academy with the kids.
Oh
God.
You remember how raunchy that movie is?
What a choice.
It's completely inappropriate, dude.
That is a bold movie to watch with the family.
Yeah.
It's a bold move. We'll see how it plays out for him.
They're 9 and 11, so it kind of fits.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
Jacqueline, Rebecca, Jason, Trenton, El Jefe, Renee, Travis, Shelly, Vyyyper. Happy birthday, buddy! I'm gonna push your button. I'm gonna push your button one more time.
Woo! Oh my goodness!
He's on my soundboard, people. So I mean, you guys all have a good night. Take care. Cheers,
See you, man.
Bye.
Shelly, how you been? You're muted.
Oh, I
There
know.
you
Same old poo, just another pile, man. How you been? Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right. What's happening with the booth behind you? Because that was not there. What's going on?
Boot wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
We finally
Like
finished
YouTube
it.
boots.
And in fact, there's another row of boots up here.
Oh wow.
But so yeah, there's 4 rows of boots.
You
It
gotta
was
get a wider angle
long-
lens.
Yeah, I know. It was a long project, y'all. I had to finally get these little shelves. They're little bathroom shelves that I got off Etsy from a shop. They had to custom cut them to a size, and then bless his heart, my husband actually installed those for me, had his laser level out, and then I finally got to put my boots up.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
It's awesome.
It looks
It
awesome.
was also I needed it because we moved recently, and this house has like 0 closet space, and so I needed a place to put my boots, and I needed a background, so 2 for 1.
There
Nice.
you go.
Winning.
Yeah.
There you go. I like the YouTube boot is looking good right there.
Thank you. And I will say you were the first and only person to recognize that one had more of a rounded edge and one had more of a squared off edge. And I wondered if anyone would pick up. You were the only one.
I used to be, the guy who checked those things at the advertising agency. So
Yeah, it was a kind of a small nod to some of the change in logos and shapes they've had over the years. And when I posted them, Jason was the only one to actually mention it. Well
Nice.
done. Well done.
yeah, that's because I'm all about the details.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Good
I
eye.
nailed it. Nailed it.
You know, the only reason she did this is because now her boots become a tax write-off because it's part of
Now it's part of my set decoration. And in fact, part of my live stream now on Thursdays, I do a boot of the week. So I let
that's a
people
cool
vote.
idea.
And then I tell them about like the story behind the boots.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
So now it's part of the whole show, right? It's tax
Yeah.
write-off now.
Speaking about live streaming, Jacqueline, I see you've been doing a little bit more live streaming lately. Is it something that you're going to continue, or are you just trying it out?
Ooh, good question. Also, thanks for following the content. I'm honestly just doing it for fun. I feel like it's so cool to just interact with the community live and also like get a pulse on how they feel about different things. Like especially as I'm launching new formats, I want to hear like what is good and not good. But mainly just for fun. So no like set schedule with it. But I think it's just like I feel like as we get more and more AI, like the more important thing becomes brand and like how people feel about you and like your relationship with them. And I feel like live streams really help with that.
Yeah. I think that's a really good. I think that a lot of creators sleep on live streaming and
I agree with
even
that.
just longer form content because over the years there's been so much sort of myth making about like, oh, the live stream kills your algorithm or whatever, and it was always such a black box. I think a lot of people just got scared of it. But what I found, like we've been posting the podcast on my main channel, and it's like an hour and 15 minutes long. And at first, like it didn't get a lot of views, and it did seem to like affect the views of other stuff. But slowly over the last 6 months, like it's starting to get more views. So like doubled and then
That's
tripled.
exciting.
So yeah, I mean it's not huge numbers, but still you can see the growth. And so I think it's really important to like have conversations where people can hear your real voice, not your like video voice. You know what I mean?
I feel like anything that you can do that like shows you as a person and then also builds audience relationship is a worthy endeavor because ultimately like I feel like the biggest intangible, and Renee has inspired me a lot on this, but like the biggest intangible in like if someone clicks on a video or it doesn't is like their experience with you previously. So it's like the title and thumbnail could be amazing, but if they don't like your videos, they probably won't click. And I think similarly, like if the title and thumbnail is average, but they really like your videos, they'll probably click. So, and I feel like a live stream just helps build that relationship and trust.
Yeah.
It's a totally different experience than
Do you do a lot of live streams, Rebecca?
Yeah, I do mostly live streaming. And I think a lot of people are afraid of live streaming because they don't want to look stupid. Because when you do a video, you can just edit the stupid stuff out, right? Like you're live, you can't do anything about it. But you know what the funny thing is? That's what people relate to the most.
You have to embrace
because everybody does stupid stuff.
Yeah.
So people like love that stuff. Like they're like, oh yeah, don't worry. Like I would do that too. So that's actually what people like about live streaming in the channels.
Yeah, my brand is stupid.
Like,
so I've made an entire career out of being stupid, and it worked.
Hey man, you got to go with what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Use what you have.
Embrace your strengths.
Y'all are wild.
Vyyyper, I feel like you've been doing live streams maybe like longer than any of us and like just utter commitment and frequency with it. What's your experience been like?
So as it relates to this particular conversation, I'm not the correct person to ask because I live stream on a completely separate channel. Because when I started 4 or 5 years ago, live streams and regular videos did not play nice with each other. So I had to start a new channel. But to your point earlier, I would definitely agree that more creators should experiment with live streaming because it gives you that chance to have that intimate bond with your audience. Like you can't get that from a video. You really can't get that from commenting or answering comments in the comment section. Like there's very little things like live streaming and having that one-to-one real-time interaction with your audience. So I embrace all creators to go out there and live stream, even if you're scared. Like your audience will help you they'll guide you through it, even if you are like uncomfortable with it. So I would say go for it.
And people get really invested in you as a person. Like if you share like little things about your life, like everybody on my channel knows the name of my dog. Like I don't know everybody's names because they're like behind a username and a profile picture that isn't them, but they know like the name of my dog. And they're very invested. Like when I go on vacation, they're like, "Can we see a vlog? Because we want to see like stuff that you did." And I'm like, "Well, this is a gaming channel." And they're like, "Yeah, but we want to see what you did on vacation." Like I was really surprised people even wanted to see vlogs of my travels because I was like, "But this is a gaming channel." And they're like, "Yeah, but we want to see what you went and did. Like we want to see what Jack's, like my dog." They were like, "We want to see what he did."
I thought you were going to say they know the name of my dog, and I don't even have a dog.
But no, live streaming is great, man. It's been incredible, and there's so many ways of doing it. So there's so many different things you can do with it, and you can just live and vibe out with your people, or you can do stuff that's meant for replay, and like that's worked really great for my channel. It's been doing like the stuff I do live at now in 2023 actually pulls in more views on replay than my regular VODs, which to me is crazy. Just like the regular like if I just upload a regular video, it might actually underperform a replay of a live stream. So which is to me is just crazy.
And I think what you're doing with the live streams and bringing in like doing product stuff and just relating with your audience, I think that's like an untapped thing that a lot of tech creators or other reviewers of other stuff could really latch onto, because it's easier content. You know, you don't have to do all the editing and everything like that. But B, they get to really see your reaction of opening the product, of seeing it for the first time, of pulling it out of the box. Like I've done a couple of my headphone reviews where I don't open anything until I start filming. But I think the live stream is like the natural extension of that. I think it's really cool, man.
Yeah, just takes a little bit of planning, but I'm just glad that whatever the bug was at the very beginning of YouTube's live streaming is no longer the case.
Right.
So, you know, that now I've got, you know, some of these live stream replays that are in the, you know, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 on replay, which is lovely. Like the fact that they're still bringing in views, so we're still getting ad revenue, we're still getting affiliate revenue from it. Like that to me is amazing, and that's why I try to tell people like, hey, spend a little bit of time, put a little extra thought into that live stream, come up with a title, come up with a thumbnail, just put a little bit of extra into it, and you can get so much more out of it.
I mean, we got a lot of people that live stream on this panel. I mean, Trent live streaming, Shelly live stream, Travis live stream regularly. Oh yeah,
I think that Jeff, you hit on it too with like the fact that you title your live stream like, you know, with the product and what you're doing with it. And so it has the similar kind of like, oh, here I am like doing this thing, and it would be a video, but it's a live stream. And so people know to come back, and you do have your like the thumbnails that sort of match what your long form video would be. So I think it's really smart, and you get more watch time.
Travis is also real smart about it because he'll go live and then direct people to his VOD, and he's established a pattern where they know he's going live at a certain time. They know he's dropping that VOD at a certain time, and people can get all hyped about it. And then he leads them right into there, which is a very easy to follow content journey.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Work real good.
Actually, I'm about to try something similar tonight myself.
Oh, you got something you're dropping?
Yeah, I'm dropping a video here.
Ooh, what's the topic?
Why you want an iPhone?
Love that.
I thought it was going to be Vyper's birthday dinner.
Not quite. Hey, we're gonna try to redirect when it's 3 minutes.
What's for dinner tonight? You got to share, bro.
Oh, you know what I have? I have so there's a burger tavern in Chicago called Billy Goat Tavern.
Oh, right. Yep.
And I got a burger from there, so I got one waiting for me. So I'm gonna have that.
Love that.
Nice.
Definitely.
But Renee, I gotta know which way do you think phones are gonna go? Is it gonna be the car route or the refrigerator route?
It's going to be the refrigerator out because they're going to get replaced with something more interesting. I mean, like people will dunk on Apple's headset at first, but like in order to get, it's the same thing with like Bard and ChatGPT. There's all sorts of cringe involved, but like it's how we get to Star Trek. And if you like want to get to Star Trek, and maybe we don't. Like I don't know if Jason and I want to walk around with a little chip in our temple that gives us computer vision in our eye sockets with no external requirement. But we're
I
gonna
do.
get there, and this is how we get there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time to start up those automotive channels because these cell phones ain't it, baby. It's not the way of the future.
Well, it's not that. It's going to be something next. Like they're going to evolve into something like right now we have these rectangles. We have these rectangles for like 10 years, and we're going to get like there's cool glasses now, like the Ray-Bans from Meta. Like
Yeah, what do you
all
think
this
about
technology.
those? Because I feel like when they first came out, like Gen 1 people did not like, but it seems like Gen 2 people are like rallying around.
It's like first gen iPad. Like first gen iPad was like you could bludgeon someone to death with that thing.
Yeah.
And now look at like what you can do on an iPad. Like 10 years from now, what are those things going to be? It's super exciting, but we can't get to the 10-year version if we don't start with like the bad version now.
See, my glasses are Ray-Ban, so I want the Painfully Honest Tech red Ray-Ban glasses with the Meta insertion. That's what I want. That's what I think. I read a lot of William Gibson in my younger days, and he's all like, if you're not familiar, he wrote a lot of the cyberpunk stuff that sort of happened around the same time as Blade Runner, et cetera, and he presupposed, like, he came up with connecting cyber to things. He sort of described the internet before it existed, you know. And one of the things that I really latched onto in one of his books was somebody had a little implant behind their ear that did bone conduction audio, and they just had like all of their music stored on this little chip that was in their, like, behind their ear.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, that would be awesome.
Our phones are like basically external cybernetics already. Like I can't remember anything without. I could barely live without my phone now. And like, they're just going to become more and more internalized. Or like they'll go to wearables, and like we'll make fun of the little AI pin now, but like it's going to be a Star Trek communicator one day. Like it'll just become internal cybernetics eventually.
Yeah, I think that's like the optimistic. Like that's how everyone should feel. Like I think it's so much more exciting to feel like tech's going to work out than because normally when we like extend the time on enough, it always does, and the haters are like never right. Like. I don't know, even some of the stuff that ChatGPT and Bard do already is pretty incredible. And I feel like people like just focus on like the hallucinations are missing the point.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. You want to be excited about tech, you know? And I get excited about tech, like first, like smartphones. I love audio tech, but everything seems to go in those cycles of like 10 years. Like the 2010s were the era of the smartphone. You know, where it went from being everybody laughed at the first iPhone to everybody's got one. And so what's the 2020s thing going to be?
Yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah.
AI. There's so much going on with AI, and it's disrupting all types of industries, man. I mean, we've already seen like something get affected like fast food and different things like that. I don't know if you guys seen the kiosks at some of these McDonald's now. You don't even talk to cashier anymore.
Cosmic. Did you see Cosmic?
I haven't seen Cosmic.
Mm-hmm. McDonald's new brand is Cosmic. They have a bunch of Cosmic.
Oh my god, I saw that.
Wait, what? What is this?
COSMC or something. They're like space drive-through McDonald's, not drive-through, but they look like Dunkin' Donuts a little bit now, but
and there's no food. It's just the drinks.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
But do we think like McDonald's coffee is good? Because like. I don't know.
It's different than every region. Like I think in like New England, you get like the Paul Newman's coffee, and other places you get.
See, I think that people accept McDonald's coffee as good, like normal American coffee, right? Like it's like, okay, so this is like the best form of coffee that I could get from a place that's not my own coffee pot, right? And then you have Starbucks, which is like gourmet comparatively, but I went to
Blue Bottle. Depends how snobby you want to be.
Yeah, Blue Bottle's like the third wave of third waves. Like that's definitely the most expensive.
I went to the McDonald's that's like up the road from me recently remodeled and became like one of those no cash register McDonald's. And I mean, there's like one cash register, but nobody works there.
Because like ours are all Mac Cafe. We don't have a normal McDonald's left anymore.
Yeah, this is still branded as McDonald's.
Yeah, we still have McDonald's down here too.
And I remember going in there. I took my grandson in to like have dinner, and it was so bizarre because it felt like a liminal space. It felt like an airport. You know, it just didn't. It had a very weird atmosphere.
And it costs $60 now.
Right.
But it was really interesting. Like, and I saw speaking of disrupting industries, so I saw this video the other day about actually the first football team to wear like a hard helmet. They have now innovated AI into football helmets, and there's not like they've developed this football helmet that has like an AI lens, and so like it'll do the AR like it's the team is it's a deaf school, right? So they can't do the like call the play into the speaker in the helmet. So now they've figured out how to have AR like write the play that they want to call in front of the player's eyes, so they don't have like. And I think that's like that is the kind of thing that we're going to see, like next level stuff. We're going to see, you know,
finally a use case for millimeter wave.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like have you ever seen like how an Apache helicopter works? It actually like there's a visor that comes down, and then the helicopter sinks to the eyes of the pilot. And so wherever the pilot looks, the helicopter goes. And it's also synced to the guns underneath. So whatever the pilot looks at, he shoots or she
All the
shoots.
Blue Thunder feels, Jason.
Yeah, but I mean, when you watch the pilot, like in a profile, you watch the pilot turn his head and the guns go with him. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And that's sort of like what AR is going to become for us. It's just like, you know, military always has like the use cases that get there first, and then it trickles down to us. But imagine like what your car is going to be like when your windshield is also an AR lens and can track your eyes, and you know, then you can have assisted steering without having to like really do anything different, and the car can react to how you're guiding it with your body language.
And it can repaint the cars into dinosaurs around you, so it's more interesting for you to drive to work in the morning.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Sounds like the stuff that gives Travis nightmares.
It's bad because, you know, everyone's looking at their phone. So how's that going to work?
You're gonna see dinosaurs, Travis, like a Brachiosaurus instead of a truck, a Velociraptor instead of a motorcycle.
Yeah,
I mean, if having a heads-up display on my shades, like I'd rather have that than the one that's on the windshield personally.
Yeah,
but that's just kind of me though. But yeah, I'd rather have that. So display speed, whatever my next turn is going to be. I don't want to have to look at the screen. Oh, what's my next turn? And then back up here. And I'd rather have that here, because if it's on the screen, if it's on the windshield during the daytime, that becomes really difficult. So,
well, there's already like, so my truck from 2015 has a heads-up display option where it'll do like the speed on the bottom side of the windshield. And I think that at some point it's just going to become like super interactive, where it will be reactive to what you're doing, and you could probably like talk to the car, and then it's Knight Rider.
Night automated roving robot car.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Through here. Hi. We out there. Which one?
Ooh, it's the aforementioned dog.
That's so cute.
This is Casey, everyone.
Hey.
Hi, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Says hi. And then Cooper's down here too. He's hanging.
Nice. El, we appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate you showing out, man. So thank you.
Hey, is that the Popcorn King?
Look at him. The popcorn magnate is
the Popcorn King of Chicago, baby.
The most annoying thing is the car telling me I'm not looking at the road long enough.
Oh my God. This reminds me, we took a trip back for Thanksgiving to West Virginia. It's a long ass drive. And I have carcolepsy. Okay. Like when I drive, I start to fall asleep if I'm on the highway.
Oh.
And I can like power through it and like get my groove on. But we just got this new car, and I was kind of like, you know, kind of falling asleep and drifting a little bit. And the car pops up and it says, "It seems like you're drifting. You need to take a rest." and then like the second time it was in red. It said pull over and rest. I was like, what? Leave me alone, car. I'm just trying to get through this thing.
Some of that stuff is cool, but it can be a bit
invasive,
a bit much, because that's what I had with when I had my Camry. There was so much like accident avoidance. There's so much warning, lane departure, following too close, like the car would brake. I'm like, listen, dial it back a notch. So when I was shopping for my current car, I actually opted out of the highest technology package because I was like, I don't want all of that. Like, I experienced it and I was like, that's a bit much. And I just need to take it back a little bit because there's a lot of people who do drive distracted, or maybe like Jason, who tend to kind of get sleepy on long drives. That's not me. I'm extremely hyper vigilant when I'm on the road. So I don't look at my phone. I'm constantly like mirror scanning, boom. I'm aware of everything that's around me, where the cars are. Did I just pass somebody? They just passed me. I don't need any of that stuff. So when I got the car, actually, I dialed back from going to I got the second highest package, but not the full on that has like all the lane departure, like all this other. I was like, nope, don't need it. It's just, when I had it in the Toyota, it was too much. I had to go into the settings. I had to go back to the dealer and be like, how do I turn this stuff off? Because it's too much.
I have to get out of here.
My truck has this thing where when it senses that you're getting too close to like if the traffic stops quickly in front of you, it throws up this red light and then it buzzes your seat. So it's like,
wow.
Like, first time that ever happened, I was like, what the?
Mine just slams the brakes on, which is
yeah, that's what my Toyota said. It would slam the brakes. It would get scary, man.
Great. All right, y'all. We're gonna try the thing. We're gonna land a plane here. I think. I don't want to keep people all night long, but I appreciate everybody.
Burgers to eat.
What's that?
Yeah.
You got burgers to eat, sir.
That's right.
Important things need to be done.
I'm about to put the video out, though. If y'all want to watch this video, feel free to go watch it. It should be out there right now. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat here for y'all. If you want to go check out the new video I just posted on the other channel, the main channel, feel free. Shout out to Rebecca and Jason and Trenton and El Jefe and Jacqueline, Renee, Travis, Shelly, Shannon, and Zach. Appreciate all of y'all.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Enjoy
you
the burger.
for joining me. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll keep y'all on the social.
Later on.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.